We are live, I
It's the
believe.
best.
This is happening. No, Annie, stick around if you want.
Acid. No, I gotta go to jujitsu.
That's the voice
Really?
of Annie Letterman. Is going to jujitsu. What?
Shut up. You don't do
Ain't
jiu-jitsu.
going to jujitsu.
I'll beat your ass.
Jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
We are live, ladies and gentlemen. The lovely voices that you're seeing are Louis J. Gomez. Don't forget the J.
You don't see voices
without you getting your teeth chipped. Well, you see it on this one, and then of course. A woman that's just learned a very valuable lesson, and we talk about this on PunchDrunk all the time.
God.
You want to teach a woman a lesson, you teach it with your goddamn fists and teeth. And and
Where'd you guys get a life-size replica of my dick?
I don't know. Well, Annie Letterman just decided to throw that down. I believe that's her co-host on her podcast. Kim Congdon, everybody.
What's up?
Who just shot, congratulations, your HBO thing for HBO Latino. Right.
Yeah, thank you.
Shot that where in Texas somewhere, right?
Yeah, San Antonio. It was cool. They put us up at a haunted hotel, which is a weird move to do.
What do you mean? How do you know it was haunted?
Well,
just a rumor, or you actually had an experience?
the first night I didn't know it was haunted. I slept with the lights on for no reason, and then the next morning I came out to meet everyone. I made a joke about it. I was like, last night I was so scared I slept with the lights on there. Like,
That's what happens when you're.
Wonder where she's taking that.
That's what happens when you're Puerto Rican and you don't have lights when you're a kid. Now when you have the opportunity
You
to
just
have
sleep 'em
lights,
on?
you're like, this is too much. This
Yeah.
is amazing.
You have no electricity, so then when you finally do, you're just like, leave everything on. The blender's going. Fucking
Exactly.
microwave. Just put 47 minutes. You use your microwave as an alarm clock.
exactly.
You don't believe in ghosts.
And the same thing happened to me about like a year ago.
Hang on. Third voice that you are seeing. Gabe Killian, everybody. Hey, Gabe the banker.
Que pasito.
I'm a ghost, actually.
Yeah.
You guys ready to start?
We're 10 minutes in, fuckface.
God, this place smells great.
Are we
Kim,
really
you're always
live?
Welcome.
Thank you.
Are we actually live?
Yes.
I have no idea what's going on
Kim
anymore.
is always welcome to
We're
the show.
live on.
Wow.
Gomez, just call, see if we have avails.
We're live on MySpace.
Louis J. Gomez.
By the way, do you know that your fucking girlfriend? And by the way, I want to get to you teaching her a lesson because this is something we always say on PunchDrunk, which is these women got to know.
They got to learn.
If you got to bleed from the face,
We've
it's going to
never
be
said
at my hand.
Yeah.
We say it all the time. All the time. What was I just saying? What was I just saying right there?
Well,
when you
Kim's
walked in?
got a. Did you guys already
Yeah, we
talk
talked
about
about
your
her.
special?
Yeah,
Okay.
definitely.
Well,
Yeah,
congratulations.
Thank you.
Then
I've
she was
watched
at a
you
haunted
grow,
house.
and I'm happy for you.
Oh, thank you so much.
I love how I just released an hour that I came on specifically to promote,
No.
and Kim's fucking 15 minutes
Well,
on
Kim's OG back in
HBO
the day.
Latina has fucking overshadowed everything. Cool, guys, no big deal.
She's OG from back in the day. Let's
OG.
talk about, because I really love what you did. Louis J. Gomez presents Louis J. Gomez. You went down the same route I went, but you're a much better businessman than me. I like your promotions and all that. You know, I have none but respect for your game.
Well, I watched what you did with your special, which was incredible, and I took a lot of influence, and I learned what not to do. With really laid out a good foundation as to how to not.
And let us not forget, PunchDrunk All-Star go over here.
Yeah.
Because last time you were here, we had an explosion and started a fire.
Was that
and
the last
we got a
time?
lot of trouble.
Louis J. Gomez's podcast.
You
calls.
and Mike, it was Mickey Gall.
Yeah, they weren't happy.
Because you were wearing a fucking goddamn Clipper hat, a
this
Laker
one-
hat.
I was gonna.
That's
do a
why
new
we
thing.
punished you.
I was going on the road a lot, and I was like, I'm gonna
Laker
buy a black.
Thank you.
I'm gonna buy a black on black fitted for every city I go to, whatever the team is.
But not Lakers.
I have no idea. I don't know.
I love that you're on a sports podcast and you still don't
I have
know.
no idea if that was
Most
okay or
people
not
do
okay.
research, not you.
No, yeah, it was a black on black Laker hat, and,
And
we
then
are
you guys
all three of us
freaked out.
hate the Lakers. Yeah,
They freaked out on me.
yeah,
and they
you
were
came
like,
on an anti-Laker podcast wearing a Laker hat.
Yeah, and they said, "Will you?" Here's the story: is I'm a problem, and I've set some shit on
You
fire.
are.
They paid me to light this hat on fire. Now, sure, we didn't have to throw lighters into the fire and make an explosion.
I got Al Magical calls me like the next day.
What?
Well, you guys are making explosions. You're setting the whole place on fire. Why do you don't even have to just go to the bag of bets? I'm like,
We are definitely the black sheep of this this podcast network.
anytime there are two people that call me, and I'm like, when the phone rings, and I love both of these people very much, but when my phone rings, I go, God damn it. And because it means someone's in trouble. It's your girlfriend, Dana, and Al Madrigal.
Yeah.
When those two people are calling me, I'm like, I got to take, I'll be right back. I got to go get yelled at.
Have you guys done dates out of the gates?
No.
Hey, Gabe, you got some dates coming up?
Hey, I'll be at the Chicken Hut every other Wednesday.
Gabe the banker. Gabe
That
Killian.
is so good.
I'm at Yuck Yucks and
Come on, let him do his dates.
It sounds just like him.
I'm coming to Canada, damn it.
Okay.
Ottawa, May 1st, 2nd, and 3rd at Yuck Yucks Comedy Club. Montreal, May 11th at Peroni Resto Bar, 9 p.m. Toronto, May 14th, 15th, 16th, and 17th. I'm at Yuck Yucks.
I like how you say 16th, 17th, 18th.
That's how immigrants talk. Dude.
Yeah. What is that accent? I don't even know what it is.
Armenian, dog.
Hollywood Armenian.
Is that what it is?
Hollywood Armo.
It's
with
not
a
Armo,
little
just-
bit of
It's East Hollywood accent,
illiterate.
I'd say. I don't know.
The tiny dash of illiterate. So you're playing all these. Is this a solo tour
Yeah, and Rochester on May 19th
at the comedy club?
at the Bug Jar.
Okay, look at you, dude. That's great, man. That's great. Do
It's
you guys?
actually a bug jar. He's going to be just
Yeah,
sitting
that's so great.
outside
That's
of
so
it.
great. Do you got any dates?
Dates at the gates, baby
Yeah.
boy. May 1st, I'll be down the shore, Uncle Vinny's Comedy Club, just one night only. And then, I got some stuff coming up, but the most important thing, guys, Skankfest NYC is coming up June 21st through 23rd.
Why is PunchDrunk been blackballed from this
You
festival?
have not been blackballed from the festival. If you're all going to be there, I already told you guys can do PunchDrunk at the festival. There's no doubt about it.
All right, so
You're all going to be there, correct?
all right, yeah. I
All
mean,
right.
so it's gonna be Jason, Ari's gonna be there, me, and we'll figure out everything else.
That's it. You guys will be at Skankfest. There's no doubt about it. Who
Figure
the
it
fuck?
out.
I literally, the only thing I said to you guys was, if you're going to be there, of course we'll do a PunchDrunk. Why wouldn't we?
Is this how you guys book?
It's crazy. They shame
we
and
just
bully
fucking-
people.
We shame and bully people. Yeah.
It's fucking crazy. Guys, tickets are basically sold out. I think you can get maybe a couple tickets for Friday.
Man,
the
great
way to get an
job,
all
dude.
access pass, because it's 2 months out now. Infinite CBD is one of our sponsors, which they're an incredible company, best CBD in the world. But they're sponsoring Skankfest. They're the marquee sponsor. If you follow Infinite CBD on any social media, they're going to be posting ways where you can get free all access passes, doing giveaways,
Awesome.
things like that. So
I swear to God, and a lot of our fans went to it last year.
Yeah.
If you didn't, it's the one of the funnest festivals to go to.
It is fun.
As a
That's
fan,
why I do it.
it's
It's a fun
a party.
time.
it's not like
How
any
much
other
fun
comedy
did
festival.
you and I pretty much hung out with you the most.
Yeah.
We had so much fucking
So
fun.
much fun.
Really? What'd you guys do?
All of it. she did acid, and then she.
Everybody was on acid.
Everybody's on acid.
ecstasy.
That's what we should just call it. Everybody's on acid. It's
You
crazy.
were on acid.
I'm the organizer of the
I
festival.
was on acid and mushrooms.
You were singing on stage when I just
I
crowd
crushed.
surfed. When I just crowd surfed, I just walked up and just jumped into the crowd because you dared me to do it.
Yeah.
You and fucking.
It's so much fun. It's one venue.
Well,
The
wine
difference between
chain, you were
Skankfest and everybody else.
Are you singing and the
I'm
goddamn
playing drums this
I'm
year.
singing this year.
What are you gonna sing?
I don't know. I'm thinking about doing Pat Benatar.
I love that. I'm
But I don't know if
debating
it's
what
good.
I want
What
to
song? What song? Is there a song girls have about like how good they are at taking punches? 'Cause that's
I can take a hit.
Can you also stop making the joke that I actually punched her? Okay, if you're gonna tell the fucking story, tell the
We
story.
were getting into it.
Yeah, we're just gonna keep on teasing it for the whole show. then never get to do it.
yeah. We got 2
Apparently,
hours.
you don't
to
know
go.
how to do a podcast. We tease so they stay longer.
We're still dates out the gates. Where are you gonna be?
This Tuesday coming up is
Hey,
comedy.
I'm
Where are you
gonna
gonna be?
be-
Do you have dates?
Follow me on Twitter at Kim Congdon. Follow me on Instagram at Kimberly Congdon. Actually, those are reversed. Check out my podcast, Broad Topics, iTunes, Google Play, YouTube. That's Topics, Topix. Check out my other podcast, Subway Creatures, on the Gas Digital Network. And I have a web series that just came out. It's called Stone Science, where I get comedians high and we do a science fair project together. And you can find that
That
on
must be huge.
youtube.com/Stone
You did that.
Science.
That was at
Everybody watching
That
that.
was at Skankfest last year. I
It
recall.
must be huge.
Yeah.
And then
we
you
did it at
fucking punched the
Skankfest.
shit out of her right
And
after that.
I was like, you know what? Do better with your science, bitch. I was like, really? Oh, you think that's a volcano? I'll show you something gushing. How about goosh?
Yeah. Look at all the lava coming out of your nose, idiot.
Throw some baking soda on that, bitch.
This Tuesday, coming, not tonight, but this following Tuesday, April 30th, Absolute Extract presents Comedy Chaos, 2 shows, 8 p.m. show and a 10:30 show. In the first show, we got Christina Pajinski, Orny Adams, Steve Renazizi, Eddie Bravo, and Tony Rock. Second show is at 10:30. Doors are at 10 p.m. Show 10:30. We got Preacher Lawson, Eddie Bravo, Jessime Peluso, Bobby Lee, and myself, and more people to come. So that is that, and that's all I feel like promoting today. I am lazy.
I got a couple things I'm promoting. I'm going to be at Moose Knuckles on Christmas morning for their big feed the homeless, then kick them outdoor breakfast. Guess which side of the counter I'll be on? I hope it's delicious. Then I'm playing dubstep on a tuba every 6th Monday of each month over adjacent to the Hollywood Bowl. That's pretty prestigious. Then I'm judging the big face punch at the Why Didn't You Go Fuck Yourself Festival in New Jersey last July.
So sign up for that. The master ceremonies.
Well, we'll talk about that. Let's get into this because a lot of people have been talking. I saw you guys at the store last night.
A lot of people.
And the word across the street is you've been just literally beating the shit out of this idiot.
He's feisty.
What's going on? And
where did you guys meet, by the way?
They met when they roast battled each other, right?
Yeah.
That's
Well,
how you met?
no. We met on Brian Redband's podcast years ago.
Oh, is that right?
And that was the first time we ever like chatted or hung out or whatever. And then we knew each other casually. And then, she challenged me to a roast battle when I was coming out to LA with some of the battlers.
When was the first time you guys fucked? Did you guys fuck before or after you battled?
That's a great question.
Thank you.
No, we fucked after the battle.
That night?
Who won?
Yeah,
that
because
night.
I know
Do
her.
you think she would have fucked you if you'd won?
No way.
I've been really good friends with her for a very long time. I consider you a very, very good friend. She was telling me from before that, she's like, I'm going to give me some of that.
No.
Really?
Yeah, all my life.
She didn't say that.
Yes, absolutely. Am I lying?
I would never talk like that.
In your own words,
In
though.
La
haven't you
Jolla
said
one
it?
time she did.
Well,
Oh my God,
here's what
Sam! Let me tell you, Sam is such a hater. Sam is the biggest fucking hater I've ever met in my
Why?
life. Dude, he's just a piece of shit. I don't know what to say.
He doesn't. You think he doesn't know
He
that? He's literally doing a flyer for his other podcast right now. That's how attached he is to this big. That's how present he is right now.
Oh my God!
I always bring this up because it was funny. I thought it was funny, but you were right. You're right.
Also, you exaggerate.
What happened?
do
Wait,
exaggerate.
we don't even know what we're talking about. We were talking about you learning a
is the
very valuable
issue.
lesson
This
with one
is
of
the
these.
issue.
It's not an issue.
This is the issue. Sam brought me on the road assuming that I fuck headliners because
No,
I fuck
I
comics.
didn't.
And then I didn't fuck them, and I was flirting
I
with
bring
people
a
at the
ton of
bar. And then
chicks
he
on
came
the
back on
road.
the podcast. He was like, Kim Congdon flirting with people at the bar. She
King
needs
Condon.
to be careful.
Yeah, King Condon.
It was like, bitch,
in
you
the
don't
land
care.
of like the
he
juiced
cares
up
if I need
Marines.
to be. Bro,
You brought up a good point.
I'm 24 years old. I've gone out before.
Your point
That
is,
a
if
great
that was a
point.
guy, you'd been like, have fun getting pussy. But it was
Yes.
you, and he's like,
That's
I'm
not
worried
what
about
Yeah,
happened.
oh, he was so concerned. You know, Sam.
what
You know,
happened.
Sam, concerned.
Oh, by the way, the
What
reason I
happened?
punched her was this story.
That's not
I was like, you know what, bitch? A Marine? Goosh!
a Marine.
So it's like you've been down to PB like late night after a show, right?
Yeah, I woke up in the beach there.
Right? And it's
the
just
police
like
circling me 'cause they
juiced
thought I was
out
dead.
21-year-old drunk military, right? And I'm an old fucking man, right? I just want to get my tacos, go back to the fucking condo.
And fuck my middle.
She's throwing snatch at everybody that fucking moves, right? She's just throwing game at everybody, mucking it up, flirting
Mucking
with
it up.
fucking...
Dude, can I tell you that I literally wasn't? I don't have to muck it up and throw. I don't have to fucking throw pussy
I don't
at
even
a
know how to muck
at
it up.
drunken military men.
mucking it up.
Bro.
Mucking it up.
What I said is exactly the issue. He thought that I would fuck, and I didn't. And then he was like, "Why is she
That's what I thought.
flirting?"
Ask one chick I've ever brought down that I tried to bang.
You
Not
tried to bang me
once.
once.
Tried.
Dude, totally. Dude,
Tried.
Totally.
Can we tell the story why I punch her because
I say we tease it for 2 hours.
It's sounding like I actually punched her. It's starting to make
And
me
we're just
uncomfortable.
never gonna bring it up, and it's gonna be rumored
I will say this. I'll
forever.
say this. I saw her maybe 45 minutes before I saw you last night.
Yeah.
I was sitting in the
She was crying.
sacred ground, and then she was just like, when you're in a shower and you're just like rocking back and forth, like
It was
she
like-
got raped.
It was like the beginning of Rocky V, like she had just been beaten to a living pulp.
No, so I said hi to you, and you had 2 of your friends that were with you. Some blonde-headed girl, 2
Yes.
females,
My white
whatever.
girls, yeah.
Yeah, white girls. Very white girls.
She hangs out with all hot white chicks. It's great.
That blonde was pretty cute. Anyway, but you're telling them you're like...
They were both blonde,
"He
but I'll tell one
fucking-"
of them you're welcome.
Just tell both of them to like flip a coin. And then you were like... I walked in the store and you're like... And then he fucking kept punching me.
That
These
didn't
two are
happen.
such liars.
We're
This is the
all lying,
worst
Kim.
podcast.
We're all lying about everything.
And I was like, who? I go, who hit you? Because if anybody fucks with you, she goes, Louis J. Gomez, and don't forget the J. And I go,
Don't forget.
I go, you're good, you're good. No, you're good.
Wow.
So anyways, what's your version? Because that's
What's
the one I
your
heard.
version?
That's the one I heard, fuckface.
We were
Slap boxing, play fighting, which apparently is a thing you do.
We did kill Tony at the Palisades Center Mall.
Oh, no wonder you punched her.
Yeah, and no, but like we had a we had a great time. We were just getting hammered, just drinking whiskey the whole night, whatever she's drinking, vodka. And
Yeah.
afterwards, we ended up going to Dave and Buster's,
Okay.
and we're just.
Always a mistake.
Sam, what are you even doing? He's not even on mic. He's just in a computer.
He's filling
not
out
on
an
mic.
invoice.
He comes here.
He's filling out an
comes here
invoice.
to do his busy work.
It's insanity.
There's a
Last
lot
week-
of comics on the show.
Last
I'm
week-
giving you your chance to talk.
Last week there were no comics on the show, and he's just in the middle of a sentence. He just does this.
Aaron,
happened to this
blowing
show?
This show's great.
What happened?
It's a great show.
It is a great show.
I'm
just,
listening to you. Go on.
Jesus Christ, we need to fucking focus. He's
Are you
he's
locked out?
confused.
That is so
Gabe.
funny. Leave him out there. Leave him out there.
literally
What
locked
is going
out.
on?
He's
He's
locked
locked out.
himself out trying to do a
Gabe,
bit.
do you want to run the show? Do you want finally your time to talk, Gabe?
Oh my God, Gabe. Get in the seat. No, don't
What
do
if
it.
Gabe just leaves too?
Hey, are all your friends leaving New York to come to LA now?
No.
It seems like a lot of people are
No,
starting to
Tim
move.
Dillon, just Tim.
Tim,
Tim
there's a
moved
couple
to
other
LA?
people.
He's moving like a
It's a
month.
long way for
Wow.
Dude, if you were gay when you moved to LA, this is like Mecca.
Yeah.
Maybe no. I
He
mean,
was
New
getting
York.
some butt pussy.
Yeah, he loves
He was
that
like,
butt
I'm
pussy.
fucking out.
New York's pretty good for
Can't
gay
wait till
guys,
he
too.
foo-foos out.
Especially a fat gay guy, because you're gonna a little less judgmental in New York.
Yeah.
I think, in LA, if you're in West Hollywood, Tim's not necessarily.
There's guys into that shit.
Oh,
we know a
he's
couple
gonna
dudes, not
fucking-
gonna say names, but we know a couple dudes that like some big and fat.
Give
He's
me
going
names.
to fuck.
No.
I'm right here,
Names right
Sam.
now.
Yeah.
Say the names.
No,
Say
we will
the
not.
names.
Say my name. Say my name. It's mine. No, I say whatever. So wait. So then you're wait because I got locked out. So you're curb stomping this chick.
I'm like, bite the curb, bitch. Bite the fucking curb. No, so here's what happens. We're Puerto Rican and we were raised as garbage.
Dave and Buster's.
So we're at Dave and Buster's and we get drunk. So we start to play around. And usually it just starts off with like she gets into a fight stance and then I get into a fight stance. We start slapboxing a little bit. Then she'll throw a leg kick and it'll land. And then I'll check
I like how
it.
you make that just sound like a normal relationship. We're just
I feel like
poking into
people
a fight
do that,
stance.
no?
We
They
play
should.
fight.
They
We play
should.
fight regularly. I mean, this, and especially when we're drunk, it's just sort of a fun thing we
It's
do.
a fucking Latin thing.
I've known
30
both of you for a while, and I would describe both
You're
of you
both
as
garbage.
hotheads.
It's how we mate.
yeah, yeah, I'm sure. Yeah,
But
yeah.
we're play fighting and we're slapboxing, and it's starting to get like kind of
Sexy.
heated.
But like because you both want to win.
Yeah, it's getting like it's starting to get like
I'm getting turned on. I also want the belt.
Yeah.
yeah. Exactly.
But no, the reality is, I'll throw a leg kick, but I'll pull it. I won't,
Yeah.
But she'll throw a leg kick at me,
Of
and
course.
I'll check it, and she'll hurt her fucking shin on my leg.
Of course.
But she's going hard.
That's
right?
like that's how she hurt her face
Dude,
on your
that's
fist.
sparring. You go to fucking a gym, the chick fighters go full blast.
Yeah, yeah.
And the guy's like, pat.
Yes.
Girls are trying to fight for their supper all the time.
We can
Not
shadow box.
Teeb, not
By the way,
Teeb.
we can slap box in the show today. I'll show you. I will wreck her shit
He
easily.
really does slap me. I don't know if we
I
should
mean,
do that.
just easily. I mean, she can't land anything, but she's really trying. So she doesn't have any fucking control of her dumb body. So I'm just pumping the jab. I'm just having fun, dude.
Literally, she walks into
Stop
a
saying I
jab.
walked
You
into
walked
the
into
jab.
it.
Hey, stop walking into jabs. There's one thing we always say on this podcast: stop walking into jabs.
I've never said that ever.
But you leave
Ever.
a lot. You leave a lot.
Ever.
I threw a jab out, just a little fucking, just to measure the distance. She walks right into it. It hits her right here.
Oh,
right-
that's what happened to your nose. Okay.
So by the way, the whole time a manager, he's on the phone with security, like trying to get us to stop, and he's mortified. He just doesn't even understand because it looks sort of real from his perspective, I guess, because Kim's really fucking getting into it, and then we're both at this point hysterically crying, laughing. We're like just so drunk.
I don't
and
think that's
stupid.
why she was crying, but I do hear you. When you get a broken nose, it makes your eyes water.
He was like, so funny, right? I was just not breathing.
Yeah, but no, she had like blood coming down her teeth. It was
That's
a whole,
hot.
Yeah.
That's hot.
The important thing is she learned her lesson now.
Yeah, that is important.
You walk away from the jab.
Who do you think wins in the fight, Kim or Gabe?
You got to put money on it. Gabe the
Oh,
banker.
fucking, I would rock Gabe.
I would watch that. Gabe, how much do you weigh?
Babe, who do you think would win in a fight, me or Gabe?
I don't know. Well, here's the thing. He's got that Armenian genocide thing.
Oh, that's
going on.
true. He's got
all
revenge
that
in his soul.
System of a down blood.
Yeah.
What does that sound? Do you hear that?
Yeah,
do you
it's
hear
not
that?
real. Do you hear it?
It's not
Aaron,
real.
Are you
That's
awake?
a funny thing to say.
Are you awake right now? Nope. Do you hear it?
Hey,
Somebody hit a
it sounds
cord down
broken.
there. Somebody hit the cord. Oh, you don't hear it? No. Okay, that's all that matters. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
All right, you sure? Because it still is like zing, zing, zinging, zing, zing, zing. It's probably in the headphone amp then. Yeah. So should we? Oh, there we go. There we. Nope. This is Luis Gomez, producer, coming in right here. I guess we're fine.
Here, I'll take it.
Gomez, where can they find your special?
Louis J. Gomez presents LouisJGomez.com. You can get it through, like, links for iTunes, Google, all that. And you can buy it directly there as well.
Are you super happy with it?
Yeah, dude. I'm really pumped. It's hard to, dude. You edit something, you're going to watch it over and over again. The problem is by the, 10th, 12th, 15th time you're watching it, now you're pulling things out because you're starting to notice things that you didn't notice before.
Yeah.
So you have to step away from it sometimes.
You shot
and-
2?
Yeah, we shot 2 shows. And, it was fucking great, dude. It was really fun.
It's
And-
addictive, right?
Yeah.
Because you're like, fuck, I want to do this again.
I know, yeah.
Right?
But, and now I just started kind of getting back and writing new material now. So, but people like it. If you like really fucked up material, you'll like this. It's fucked up. It's dirty. It's not like shit you're getting on Netflix or on
punk rock
HBO.
comedy,
Yeah,
dude.
exactly. It's very, and whatever, dude. If you fucking just appreciate guys who are doing shit on their own, buy it and fucking give it away to somebody else that, likes dirty comedy,
We
'cause-
should put together like a show where we shoot like 4 guys who are just super dark.
Yeah,
and
well, we're doing
put it
something
out.
like that. We're doing a series. We have a sponsor that's coming in. We're going to be shooting probably 10 or 12 guys. That's all like edgier. All like we're looking to do some
Can I
like
submit a video?
100%. Come on, baby boy. You know what's going on.
Bro, you come back 4 weeks. We see how you do.
Can I open for you on the 16th?
So I mean, look, dude. Depending on how much, do you get into a lot of fist fights?
Not lately.
When's the last time you were in a fight?
On the
street fight?
Yeah.
That's the 16th.
It's over a decade.
Over a decade.
Yeah.
How big was she?
She was bigger than me, definitely.
Yeah. Did you win?
Only because she was pregnant. I think.
So it's technically a 2-on-1.
Yeah, that
You got jumped.
Yeah. Wow. She got jumped into
I know where these
a
2
gang.
bitches. It's pregnant chick.
Got jumped into a gang.
Yeah, it's fucking great. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, when was the last time you guys were in a street fight?
No, wait.
real?
So finish. So
For
you,
real.
You check her with a, you're reaching.
That's
the-
about
so-
it.
love this.
Yeah,
There's
that's
nothing
about
in the
it.
story. That was
Literally.
the thing, but they-
Jayson.
He hits me. I'm bleeding and laughing, and we're both laughing, and then we just walk away, and this guy's just staring. Like,
Oh, I thought
There's
security
nothing.
came.
No, we
No,
left
no.
before that happened.
No, we were like, let's run.
Yeah, this is a problem. We get into things publicly a lot.
I bet.
We've been into things in airports. You remember that chick? That
Oh
you
my
fucking-
God. What do you guys?
Did I throw her phone or did you throw her phone?
The girl that spit at you at the
Yeah.
airport.
Wait. What's wrong with you two?
It wasn't us.
I know what's wrong with you.
No.
He seems like a decent guy.
It wasn't us. This was
Here's
her.
what I just heard. Wait, hey babe, remember when we got into that thing at the airport, and you're like, "Oh, when you threw that girl's phone." No, the one that spit on us.
That's the same time. That's the same.
So
That's
many
the same
times.
time. No. That's
Well,
the
there's been a
same-
couple airport things, but this was the one.
That's
Yeah.
no. This girl spit at you, and it was fucked up because
No.
she spit at Lewis and Lewis spit back
Hold
at
on,
her.
I'll tell you what
But
happened.
when she spit at Lewis, nobody was there, and as soon as he spit back at her, people were
Turned
turning
the
the
corner.
corner, and so it just
Oh,
looked like
one of
he
those
spit at
things?
her. Yeah, it was fucked up.
No, this black chick, she was black, so
Yeah.
we had.
I love black chicks.
Weird
I
to
either want
attack.
them like ton of milk in the coffee or like deep space black, like no light, nothing.
like just fucking
Deep. I want Blake
Just-
Griffin kids. That's what
yeah.
I'm looking for.
just midnight. You look
yeah,
up,
I
it's a dark
want
sky.
dark, deep
I get it.
space.
No, Kim was getting off the flight, and she was a couple seats ahead of the girl that was behind her, right? And I guess Kim, because there was no room in her above her head, she had to put her bag back. So as people are getting off, the way you have to get off the plane is people get off ahead of you. So,
Except if you're Asian, they just shoot the line. Have you ever noticed
well, I
that?
shoot the line sometimes, so I pretend I got to get a connecting flight. You could just pretend. Connecting flight, run through. Sorry,
I
I'm
do
not
that
waiting
too.
behind these people.
This is really fucked up. I don't know if I should say this.
Yeah. Did you murder somebody?
I
killed a
board
guy in a plane.
priority, and I go right behind the disabled people. I make sure I'm the last in the disabled, so that I'm just technically.
I go
in
the
first
whole other
of
way.
first
I got a
class.
wheelchair and everything.
Yeah, they're not allowed to ask.
Yeah, I go the last disabled. I go after the last disabled person and before first class.
Do you fake a club foot or something? Like
No,
you turn your foot
I
in a
just-
little bit?
I dare them to
Maybe
ask
a
me.
weird T-Rex arm or
I
something?
dare them to ask me. I will be Miss Delta. I'll change my name to Delta. I'll sue them.
Yeah. But yeah, so this girl, she wanted to get her bag, and this girl, I guess, was behind her. She was like, well, sorry, you got to wait until I get off the plane, until everyone gets off. So Kim and her started arguing, I guess, right? Is that what
I
happened?
went to
I
go.
can't believe that.
People were just kept
Find it hard to
walking.
believe, too.
So what I said was, I was like, can I just grab my bag so I don't have to wait for the whole plane to get off? Because I was in the front.
Why don't they just hand you your bag?
That's what I was trying to do, but nobody did it. So I was like, let me grab it. So as I was grabbing it, I heard her say, you should have put your, she was sitting in the seat, and she's like, you should have put your bag next to your seat. And then I said, I would have done that, but it was full. And she goes,
What
well,
type of person is this? Angry white chick, old
no, it's
white
a black
chick?
chick.
Oh, black chick. Okay.
Thank you for tuning in.
Probably your first time flying.
And then I was like, it was full, so I couldn't. And then she was like, well, then you should have gotten a different seat.
Oh,
Oh,
snap.
shit. Now it's a Puerto Rican girl, black girl. White people are nervous.
Are you Puerto Rican?
Yeah.
Oh.
And yeah, and then I said, whatever, bitch.
Whoa, Kim Congdon.
She's being a bitch.
Yeah,
she
well,
just
you
has
can't-
to say nothing. And now everybody on the plane, she made it a thing. And then she's like, your mom's a bitch. And I didn't even say anything. I just walked out. 'cause I was
She
like,
is.
Yeah.
That-
'cause
that's
I don't
just
know if
true.
you have a better
Okay,
mom.
so
Your
now,
mom's hot. Didn't I hit on your mom
now,
once?
Probably.
Yeah, your mom
I'd
is
hit
hot.
it.
and so is your sister. But now we have a black woman
All
who's a
three
good
of her
judge of
sisters.
character.
Yeah, so now she's pissed. So I grab my shit, and Lewis is waiting for me, right? Like when you get off the plane,
Because we're not sitting next to each other, which is the best. I love when we don't have to sit next to each other because she will fucking lean on me. She fucking,
Yeah.
it gets
Eat
hot.
half your shit.
Yeah, it's just I want to be able to just fucking browse the internet, do what I do,
Yeah,
write some
look
watch
at
emails.
porn.
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
We're the
beat
same
off.
hack. Yeah, so I get off, and Lewis is not like in the airport yet. He's in like that area where you're like getting onto the plane, that like ramp
Yeah,
thing.
Yeah, that little carry thing.
And he's
Yeah,
just
hangar,
kind of
whatever it's
waiting for
called.
me there, and I catch up, and he can tell that I'm pissed. He's like, "What?" I was like, "Nothing. Some bitch just fucked with me," and like we're just getting our shit together.
Are you warming up at this point? Are you doing
No,
like
no, no, no,
this?
no. I'm kind of like,
Well, I saw her face and I was like, "You want to go?" You
I
wanna fuck?
imagine Gomez like on a plane, like it's just constantly like one of those stones just sharpening a knife for like no reason, just in case.
Yeah.
and then she gets off the plane. She's passing us.
How old is this person?
How do
Is
you
this
know
black?
they're
Were
black?
you
I
gonna say
know.
this black?
17
I was gonna say
to
black
80.
lady.
Who knows?
The only way you can tell
She
the age
looks-
of black people is by their hands. That's the
24
only
to
thing that
34.
ages.
Okay, yeah.
24 to about
Ballpark,
84.
Ballpark. Yeah.
Yeah. So then she walks by and she mumbles something else.
She was
And
a
this-
mumble rapper.
Is that dead yet, by the way?
And at this point, I had told Lewis that someone had fucked with me. So as soon as she mumbled something, Lewis went, "What? Like, what'd you say? You know, keep your
Okay.
mouth shut, whatever." And then they start arguing.
Because now you caught up to her.
She
On the
she walked by.
tarmac thing.
I caught up to him. He was waiting for me.
She
Oh, yeah,
shoulder
okay.
blocked you as she walked by.
Yeah.
She bumped
Oh,
you.
yes.
She bumped
Yeah,
you.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
what
yeah,
happened.
yeah. That's what it was. She kind of like aggressively walked by.
Right.
She bumped her. She gave her a little fucking bumperoo to let you know.
Which
This
is
in high,
excessive as
yeah, it's what
fuck.
high school
You don't
kids
need to
do.
do
They
that.
fucking give a little
Yeah,
shoulder.
yeah.
And I'm a fucking high school kid at heart. So I saw that and I recognized that. And I just sort of get defensive of
Right,
my
right,
people and I
right.
get between them. And I'm like, what are you fucking doing?
So she starts cursing at me, and then they start arguing, like, through us back and forth. So I'm like, beat it, you fucking stupid bitch, whatever. And then she spits at me. And then
She spits on
she
you.
spits on me.
That's like slapping to me.
It's actually
That's
illegal.
I'd rather get
You can't
slapped.
spit at
Illegal,
people.
yeah.
I'd actually rather get
Worse.
slapped.
Because if they're
I'd rather
sick, you
slapped.
could get sick. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm almost positive in almost any state it's illegal.
Medically, you could get sick.
You can be arrested. It's assault, I think,
Yeah.
technically in most states. So,
It is assault.
so then
Of course it is.
I spit back at her.
And that's when people come by.
and that's when
There's
people are
nobody
turning
there
the
this
corner.
whole time. And as soon as Liz spits back at her, people are coming around the corner.
And then she-
And you can hear them being like, "Oh my god!" And I was like, "Oh fuck."
Right.
And then she pulls out her cell phone and she starts filming it. She's like, "You don't know who I am. You're gonna be on TMZ." And I goes, "You're gonna be on TMZ." So it turns out it was Rihanna. And
Wow.
we really.
I don't know why she said that.
Rihanna,
She kept
very
saying,
accurate spitter.
She kept saying she was going to call TMZ, and I was like, "We're both in coach. Like, I don't know."
Yeah.
No, I think
We are.
she was pretending that she was famous.
Yes.
That's
Yeah,
what she
yeah,
was saying.
yeah.
Like,
It was
crazy.
confusing.
It was crazy. So then Kim just takes her phone.
Was she hot at all?
Hot.
She wasn't ugly.
No, it was. Look, when she was
Oh,
probably.
okay,
made up,
but 1 to 10.
she wasn't wearing weaves at that moment. She wasn't. She was wearing
Travel
sweatpants.
mode, but-
yeah, it
Travel
wasn't
mode,
ideal.
dressed
could
up. She's
push
probably at 8.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So listen, this chick though, she's got her cell phone out. It was just kind of a weird moment of, like, she's like, "You don't know what's going on," and Kim takes her phone out of her and just takes it.
Oh my God.
Which is strong arm robbery, by the way, which as we found out through Conor McGregor, strong arm robbery.
Yeah.
Kim strong arm robs this girl, and then it was just silent. For some reason, everyone went silent.
And at
because
this point, the flight attendants are holding everyone
everyone's
back.
watching, like, but
Oh, this is real.
This is some
everyone's
world
there.
star hip hop shit.
You're
So-
really mucking it up again.
she's mucking it.
You know me, I'm a mucker.
My mother mucker.
So it was a moment where when Kim throws the phone down, she's like down the hallway.
I just fucking
Everything went.
chucked it.
Everything went
How'd you
silent.
throw? She
But
throw like a
I
girl?
threw
No,
it
it was
hard.
good.
I
Dude,
fucking chucked it the first middle
everyone's
thing I saw.
face just watched it, and everything went silent, and we just went.
And she started screaming. As soon as it hit the metal thing and it went,
and broke into pieces.
my phone! My phone!
I mean, the back probably just came off.
She was screaming. She was trying to get through. She was trying to hit me. She was stepping on her own dog. She had a dog with her, and she was like stepping on it and shit. And then we just left. We did some secret agent
Oh, no,
shit.
no,
We took our
then-
coats off. They tried to detain us.
Yeah, they tried to detain us, the flight attendants, and they're like, "You got to wait for the cops to come." And we're like, "Do
fuck
we?
outta here.
Do we?
Do we?
Do we?
So we took our fucking coats off.
We
could see-
switched. We switched hats. It was fucking crazy.
That's
we
so
split
That
up.
is so dumb.
We split up
It
in the airport.
worked.
I
They
worked.
were looking for us.
They were-
They
I
had their
put her hair
earpieces
on.
in. There was multiple men. in
Every
suits
time
and
we'd look up, there'd be
earpieces.
another people watching us
It
there
was like the
talking on
fucking
earphones.
FBI was after
It was
us.
crazy.
We hopped in 2 different cabs, met in the middle.
I swear to God, we hopped in 2 different cabs. It was fucking nuts, dude.
Tell them
Really?
Yeah.
That is the
two
best story
different cabs?
ever.
And we had just.
And wait, so all this is on that little tarmac thing that connects
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
the plane? That's
And
where-
we didn't even
okay.
really start it. She started it. She spit.
Doggy, she spit.
started saying shit. She was just a bitch.
She popped shit.
Sounds like she
She
got what
just
was
started
coming
with the
to
wrong
her.
people.
Sounds like she got what was
Wrong
coming
day,
to her.
bitch.
Wrong day, bitch.
And
Hey,
also
be less black, bitch. I don't even know what
tell
that
them
means.
about the guy that made the plane land early.
Was that guy you, Louis J. Gomez? Don't forget the J.
Hold on. There's another instance.
No, this wasn't it. We just have a guy that's a fan who if I just tell him my flights,
He makes the planes land early.
he makes our planes land early.
What?
like 30 minutes early.
This nigga
Wait,
works
wait, whoa, whoa,
for
whoa, whoa,
the
whoa,
Sky
whoa,
people.
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
What?
whoa, 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 whoa.
I don't
You
even
had
know if
that
we're
super-
supposed to say
Wait,
this on
wait,
a
wait, wait,
podcast.
wait.
Not good.
I don't even
Not
know
good. It's great.
what you're saying. Is
I don't know if we should be saying it.
I know it. There's no way that's
Well,
legal.
he's definitely
There's
listening
no
to
way
this.
it's legal that he's allowed to clear the fucking runways for Louis J. Gomez whenever I'm flying. That's fucking bananas.
He did it for so we met him and I didn't believe it. And he was like he'll get your flights early.
How
When
many
do you guys
times
fly out?
has he done
Listen,
that?
let him talk.
listen.
God, you hate women.
The next day,
Very much so. He'll beat her.
The next day we had 2 separate flights. And that guy said the night before, I'll hook it up. And I was like, no way. And when I landed, or when we were landing, the pilot was like, hey, we'll be landing 30 minutes early today. And I was like, that's fucking weird. My flight landed early. I called Lewis. He's like, my flight just landed 30 minutes early too.
And this guy the night before
Told us he would.
hammered out of his mind. He's like, dude, I'm gonna have flights land early.
Don't worry, I got you guys.
I got it. Watch.
Oh.
Tell me your flight number.
What does he do besides
He
slurring
works
his
for the fucking
airlines?
God.
or-
He works
whatever
for
it
God.
is.
he works for God.
like
God
the
cleared
air
all the
traffic,
clouds.
like
Yeah.
where he's in one of
God cleared all the clouds.
Man.
so he can just make your. How many times has he done this? Just
It was just that once I asked him to, but he said he can just do
Oh.
it anytime.
and it just in just like wherever you're flying.
That's a
it's
good
30
friend to
minutes
have.
early.
Yeah, I know, but I just feel like it's definitely not safe.
To go off track?
Isn't it
Why
like
is it
how
not
many people?
safe?
How many people are in charge of fucking air traffic control? How many employees
lot.
are there? I mean,
And why did I meet a drunk one? Like,
Yeah, I bet they all drink.
Yeah.
I bet they drink a lot.
Does
Supposedly
every
that's
air-
one of the most stressful jobs.
Does
that there
everyone
is.
have their own air traffic control team at every airport? I have no idea how it works. It could be 100 people in a building somewhere, or it could be 5 people in every airport. I have no idea what their infrastructure is.
No, I think those things have like in each airline. I think there's like maybe like 1,000 people in there.
We have
Those
a
are
buddy
big.
who used to do that stuff, and I think he actually made 2 planes crash.
Just for a goof.
no.
Yeah.
He
was-
was like, dude, talk
On
about this on your
purpose?
podcast.
He was not a
Not-
fan of
not
a different
purpose.
fucking podcasting comic, and he's like, "I'm gonna make your plane crash 30 minutes early."
There's a really good documentary about air traffic control. It's called Die Hard 2.
That's pretty good.
That was great, dude.
I
Thanks for
liked it.
piping in.
Not bad.
So he was supposed to be on my other podcast, and he was gonna get the guy from Fox. What's that movie?
Foxcatcher.
Foxcatcher, the wrestler, was gonna come on and talk about fucking root canal,
Yeah.
and then they fucking spaced.
I
You guys know root canal leads to like cancer and heart disease?
Yeah, I heard that.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
crazy.
If you get a root canal,
Yeah.
then
Nobody gets heart disease that hasn't had a root canal. That's like the correlation. Like
Yeah.
you people don't get heart disease without I believe something like that, right?
Really?
Yeah, apparently, all your teeth are connected to like body parts and organs and stuff. And when you get a root canal, it's pretty much a dead tooth. And what it does, it sends like
It just
toxins
releases
and-
toxins into
bacteria.
your body
Yeah.
through this fucking shitty rotten tooth.
A
Yeah,
lot of
you gotta get your teeth knocked out and get veneers put in.
a
Fuck
lot of
this.
Kim's teeth are connected to your knuckles.
How many people are missing
Aaron, how
a
long have
tooth
you been
there?
gone? We've been asking for you.
I'm getting one in a few days.
What are you going gold, dude?
What happened?
It just I had a veneer.
Meth?
And
You're
I
gonna
was-
have a heart attack?
what?
Nothing. You're fine.
Gomez, you are like me. You get in a lot of internet fights.
No, no, I don't.
Yeah, I see a lot of Twitter. You going at people.
It's not a fight. It's one-sided. It's like me versus Kim.
Yeah, he keeps his shit mostly in airports.
I love what you do, man. You and I like to fight the good fight for like just to protect the art. I feel like the art needs to be protected, and there's these fucking business guys who just want to sell it out as quickly as they can for a fucking dollar. When was the last fight? I mean, like, I always see you fight with some. They're always trying to come at you.
Here's what happens. Whenever I travel, I am very bored and I have a lot of downtime. So I end up engaging with people, whether they're comics, internet trolls, whatever it is.
Sure.
It's just because I'm bored and I kind of want to have fun. But I'm too busy in life to like even. I usually, after I do it, I just delete the entire interaction because I'm like, all right, I had fun. That was it. I don't need to, Yeah, I don't know. I left Facebook for that reason. I was getting into dumb arguments with people on Facebook.
I'm off that.
It's so, it's so fucking boring. But yeah, I will engage in a little back and forth, in a little battle. It's also part of our brands and sort of who we are and what we do. It's like,
Yeah.
I
I get into it a lot on Grindr.
Yeah, I get it.
Like, what are you talking
How's that
about,
going
you
for
sexy
you?
fucking faggot? And they're like, who are you talking to, gorgeous? Next thing you know, I'm like, gah, 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 gah. What an internet fight I'm in.
What an internet fight.
Is it worse when it's comics that do it? That upsets me. even
Other
more.
comics, you mean?
When other comics think there should be rules on comics.
Oh, that's the absolute worst. I mean, I have this one chick comic. I don't even have to say her name anymore. She blocked me on social media, and you're like,
That's
You hear that, Sarah Silverman?
yeah, it was. But it's like, I mean, guys, come on. We're all just fighting the good fight here. I feel like I have a kinship with every comic. As soon as you get up on stage, I'm like, I just kind of feel like, all right, we're in a club together, and
Yeah.
whether even if you're a horseshit fucking feminist, fucking whatever, do your thing. I
Sure.
don't really give a shit. Even that whole fucking Nanette bitch, nobody would have given a shit about her horseshit special if she didn't come out and start attacking real comics and saying like, oh well, these guys shouldn't even be able to do comedy, and it was sort of like a reaction to these interviews that she did where she was just attacking. It was mainly men, but it was straight white males.
When it's dog shit,
Yeah.
they come up with like Captain Marvel. That movie tanked, and they knew it was going to tank. So what they did is they came out with this like, this is a feminist movie to try to get all the fucking fours really excited about it,
Yeah.
right? All the chunky fours, and that's what they do. They make it. They try to make it so if it doesn't do well, it's because of sexism,
Yeah.
and not the fact that they put out some dog shit.
Well, remember when they reorganized the metrics for Rotten Tomatoes because I guess they wanted to say that it was right before they said the #1 like rated film on Rotten Tomatoes of all time, #1 superhero film was what's her name?
Captain.
Wonder Woman.
Okay.
Wonder Woman.
She's
But
so hot.
but
though.
it wasn't. She didn't
is
actually
hot.
have. She didn't have the actual highest rating.
is hot.
It was another movie that had the highest rating, but they reconfigured the way the numbers worked.
100%.
It was a real thing. They legitimately did that because there's more marketing and saying like, look, the #1 superhero movie of all time is with a woman. But at the same time, we don't need to get caught up in being. It reminds me when white guys are like, well, why can they have a BET and we can't have a WT? It's like, it's just sort of like, all right, sure, let them fucking have it. Who gives a shit, right? Let's go create our own
gives a
shit.
shit?
It's like, fine. The reality is Wonder Woman was a great movie. It really was. And
Great. That's a little.
I liked it.
I thought it was
was
really
good.
good.
It was
really
good.
And she was a
It
smoke
wasn't
show.
a Batman Dark Knight shit.
Smoke show.
Yeah, she was crazy.
You're right
She's
too.
so hot, right?
It's uncomfortable to look at her.
So hot.
Imagine she was sitting in a room. You couldn't even look in her
Dude,
direction.
one time I was, and this is how hot she must be, because one time I was at Sal's and just randomly doing stand-up on a weird night, Sal's Comedy Hill back in the day, and Penelope Cruz was there with Javier Bardem. They're just sitting.
who? Say that again?
Javier Bardem, is that his last name? But they're sitting there just having coffee, and they I'm talking about like sweatpants and t-shirts, kind of dressed, and she was so goddamn beautiful in person.
Yeah.
And she's not even a star that you would be like, wow, she's like a top 3.
Yeah, I'm not even into
I
her at all,
saw
yeah.
me either, but you see her in person, you would be like, god damn, she has to be somebody.
Yeah.
She was that fucking beautiful. So like you're saying, if that Wonder Woman chick was here right now, you'd be like, all of us would be. You'd punch yourself in the face again.
I'd leave.
Would you?
Like, I can't look at this any longer.
Too hot.
I probably would feel the same way.
Yeah.
So let me
She's intimidatingly
let me
hot.
I remember working at the Standard, and Kobe Bryant came in, and like at this time, Kobe Bryant was like chiseled, like everything. You're like, that's a good-looking guy. That dude shredded.
He's got to be something. If you didn't know
if
he
that
was,
girl, my girlfriend wanted to fuck that dude, I couldn't get mad at him.
yeah.
Really?
I couldn't get mad at her.
This is-
I'd be like, okay, dude, I get it. Take a shot at the title.
I would specifically get mad at her because of that. Like, this giant black guy, really?
Yeah, I
I'd have-
that's how good looking he was. I'm like, go for. I get it. But I don't think a woman could go the other way.
That's when Kobe had hair.
Babe, could you go the other way? Like, all right, let's just.
what?
All right, he's saying that like.
Oh, like the girl's so hot that I'm like, I get
Like
it.
Wonder
Fuck.
Woman.
Wonder
is
Woman
in it,
says,
yeah.
"I want to fuck." Would you be like, "All right, I have to just give you this pass because it's Wonder Woman"? Would you be?
If she was sitting where Gabe is, and she was like, "Hey, on the 16th, I'm gonna suck his dick."
I would just leave because no matter what I said, you're probably gonna fuck Wonder Woman. Yeah.
But would you
if she
get mad?
asks,
Would you
if
get
she
mad?
asks and then he says no, then she's really gonna want to fuck him.
and then he's also
And
mad
then
at
they're
you.
gonna. Well, then he's gonna be mad at me. She's gonna be wanting to fuck him. It's gonna be a whole thing between them.
I'm telling
it's
you,
gonna cause this
Kim's
whole
bullshitting
thing.
right now. Kim would start beating the shit out of Wonder Woman.
Of course.
I'd be the new
She's
Wonder
short,
Woman.
But she's short.
She would just fuck up Wonder Woman. And I'm the same way. There's no way. Like, I'm just too jealous of a guy where if it was like,
Because
you
we
know,
talked about like celebrity passes.
and it's just just not happening.
Yeah, you both agree. Because
It's not that, like, well, number one,
you're both
not-
you're both jealous people.
We're both
you're
jealous
both
people.
hot-headed Puerto Ricans.
And also, like, we're comedians, and like Pete
We
Davidson
work-
fucked Ariana Grande, so anything could happen.
Yeah, I mean,
like the
you're-
people we
I
pick.
get
But
it.
what about
The-
the new
I get
chick,
it.
Kate
Beckinsale,
Beckinsale? Yeah.
she fucks anybody that has a punchline. Apparently,
No, do
She's
that.
so
I like
hot.
I like Matt Rice.
I think
He's
she's
funny.
hot.
He's good.
Tripoli's like,
You
Kate
think she's
Beckinsale,
hot?
She's out
Beckinsale
mucking
is
it
so
up.
hot.
Beckinsale's hot, but her
You
daughter.
think she's hot? Way to go out on a limb
Ew.
on that
Have you-
one.
No, I'm
ever
saying she's my.
Have you ever seen her daughter?
No,
How old is she?
probably in her 20s. She's like 45.
Probably like 13 if Lewis likes her that much.
I mean, I don't give a shit. Kim.
Johnny,
What do you
look
want me
up
to
her
say?
daughter.
I don't know.
How old is she?
20, maybe 21.
Oh.
She had
Okay, it's legal.
she had a one of these
Look her up, Sam.
leaks. One of her videos were leaked, and it was her and her friend just being hot in their panties.
Oh, really?
So creepy. I love
Sam,
it.
find that.
What do you want me to fucking say here? The girl's
Just
she's
being hot
Kate
in their
Beckinsale's
I just want
daughter.
you to talk slower, bro.
She's so hot, it's crazy.
How
But
hot is she?
All of these celebrities now have crazy hot daughters.
Dude, those
None of
girls
their
from the
kids-
USC thing are hot.
Yeah, fucking Aunt Becky's daughter. Are you kidding me?
She's
Yes.
so hot.
Yeah, she's really beautiful.
It's retarded. You're like,
She's
wait,
a cum dumpster, dog.
I'm fine with that. I got no
You're on a
problem with that.
yacht, dude?
I got
Like
no
she-
problem with that.
Who?
I got no problem with that.
I got no problem with it either. Good for them. If I was that hot, I would just be like, I'm just gonna be rich and suck dick. How great
Yeah.
would life
Why
be?
would
I would
you?
just
So
pop
great.
champagne, suck some dicks, live on a yacht, be hot.
I get to wake up at 2 in the afternoon every day and
Have
just
my
go to
parents
a party later.
buy me into a college. Like, college, what's that? Cool. It's great. Life,
Yeah.
it's awesome. Sucking dick if you're a chick is probably pretty dope. Like, if you're into it, right? Like, Kim? It's gotta be.
Are you into
I like
sucking
eating
dick?
pussy. I love
Are you
eating
into
pussy.
sucking dick? I mean,
Yeah.
most chicks, I feel like the days they're not big dick suckers.
No, I think chicks who are into sex
I can't wait to watch
are
that
into
later.
sucking dick.
That's so great.
They are,
The way
though.
you said that was so funny.
I feel like they want their pussies eaten, and then they're just gonna lay there. They're like,
It's a
what?
barter?
Yeah, they're like, lick my pussy, I'll let you fuck me, but
I think
suck my dick.
I'm down with all that.
If people are sexual,
It's you don't want to suck a strange dick.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Are the Latin community in the butt eating?
What do you mean?
Are you guys big butt
A
eaters?
stranger's
I'm
dick or
way-
some weird thing with like
like a
branches
stranger's
on
dick.
it.
It's like I think a lot of girls don't suck dick because they don't just want to be sucking because they know guys and they don't want to be sucking dick.
Yeah.
It just
Some
got
dirty
stuck
dick.
in like
Explain
some
to me.
mattress.
We do dumb shit with our
Yeah,
dicks.
you guys fucking just had a mousetrap on it or something.
Yeah, there's all kinds of weird
Yeah.
shit. All kinds of weird shit.
yeah. But no, like,
I washed a raccoon with my dick the other day.
if I was a chick, I think I'd be a pretty big dick sucker. Like,
I think you'd be great at it.
I really would be.
I didn't want to say that. You got some DSL.
I'm not gonna lie. I have a special feeling you could suck a mean dick.
Why'd you put your glasses on like that?
Like, you said something super cool.
Yeah, he's like a really mean
mean
dick.
dick. Mean dick.
We'll be right back.
What
after
does a
this
mean
break.
dick? It's like it calls me
Like an
names.
angry
You're
one.
gay.
Hey, yeah.
Suck
My
me,
dick's
faggot.
not
Get out
big,
of
but
my
it
country.
fights. I got 6 inches of dynamite. I've been measuring it since I was a kid.
I think that's more of like an M80.
Really? It's dynamite? No, dude. What if it's a firecracker? Is that what you're saying?
that's it.
I'm fine with that. I'll accept it. I just gotta find a chick who doesn't have a car trunk for a pussy. That's my thing.
Good
Some
luck with
hatchback
that.
snatch.
Good luck with that,
Yeah.
All right, it's been a great show.
guys. We'll be right back right after this break.
Yeah. How long you guys in town for?
Tomorrow, right?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
leave tomorrow.
And you were in town looking for new studios and
We're
stuff?
doing some stuff.
Are we actually on a break right now?
No.
Oh, okay. You guys.
We're fucking with you.
We're just super
We're
stupid.
fucking with you.
We're just
I don't even know
really
if the
dumb.
podcast started yet.
It hasn't. It hasn't.
This is the
we actually
pre-show.
don't have a
We get
podcast.
warmed up for 2 hours, then we do a
we
5-hour
just invite
podcast.
people over here to talk. We actually don't have a podcast.
Sam Tripoli died 2 years ago.
Yeah, guys,
no.
this is Simulation. This is my hologram.
He's a ghost.
They are doing hologram now comedy. Have you seen that?
I have seen that.
Like,
Well, I've
not,
heard
it's
about
bad
it.
enough we got YouTube stars taking our
there?
fucking thing. Now we're having hologram. Yeah, dude, they're trying to do like Carlin shit. They're trying to do all Rodney Dangerfield stuff.
Did you go see him do like their old special?
No, or they're gonna get people who can write in their
No, they wouldn't
style.
do
Like
that.
Rodney Dangerfield, you could write in their style. I don't know if you can do George Carlin.
That's disrespectful.
I
as
heard
fuck.
Tupac's hologram is now doing spots.
Yeah, no, I heard that they're actually doing music, like
They
like
did
Michael
that years ago at
Jackson and shit,
Coachella.
yeah.
They did Tupac.
That's where it started, and now it's getting out of hand.
It was pretty crazy when they did it, but they never really. I haven't seen anything else since.
Well, I saw his Tupac's hologram was doing spots at the Improv the other night. So I'm like, now he's doing comedy. Like, this is terrible.
He was selling T-shirts outside the comedy store. No, that was whatever that homeless guy's name is.
Boon Shakalaka.
There we go.
People be saying things.
What'd you guys
Yeah.
do? Kill Tony last night?
You were supposed to, but you didn't, right?
Didn't show up.
No,
I heard that you were doing it, and then you. Were
I was
there.
gonna show up at the end and put my name in the bucket and go out and do a new minute.
That was
that's
great.
funny.
That's
Yeah,
great.
that's funny.
But I ended up showing up too late.
I
It was
did it
fucking-
as Tony once.
And then I didn't want them judging. I have like Red Band, Jessie May Peluso shitting on my comedy. Like, what the fuck is going on with
I
my
love
life right
Jessie
now?
May Peluso.
No, she's awesome. And I love Red Band.
She's a
Why'd you
fu-
say it like that? Like you don't like Red Band?
I do love Red Band. I do love Red Band.
He could show up at any minute, actually.
He might show up. He might not show
Oh,
up.
really?
We don't fucking know.
Nah, he
That's
would have
fine.
been here.
What's your
by now.
favorite podcast to do?
PunchDrunk, obviously.
This guy fucking gets it.
He gets it. Clearly gets it. You talked to Mickey lately?
Yeah. He
I'm
did
talking
Legion of
to him.
Skanks right after he brought that pro wrestler Enzo on. We had a really fun Legion of Skanks with him. Positive attitude about the whole loss, and it is what it is.
Hey, man.
That's just going to be that sport.
Yeah.
You know, like there's not going to be somebody that's just completely undefeated, goes 40-0 like a Mayweather, which because you can't duck people in the UFC.
The problem is they brought him on so fast. He got these high profile fights. And once you sort of turn that corner, right, you can't go back.
Right.
You can't start taking and he only had a handful of fights. Very few fights. His second
Still has
third
only had a
fight
handful.
was a UFC
He had
fight.
6 fights so far?
Not
Five?
even, I think.
Five,
Maybe 5.
Yeah.
So
Gabe, how many fights?
Mickey?
Yeah.
In the UFC or outside?
Total.
Total. Both, fuckface. Let's hear both.
I think he's got 5.
Yeah.
No,
But
I think he was 5-1. Now he's 5-2, I think. And it's fine, dude,
I don't
because
think he has 5 wins.
No.
let's look it up. Why don't I look it up? It's fine, dude, if you do that. I just feel like they did push him. And even like Anderson Silva, when he finally got to the UFC, he'd fought in all these other organizations.
His first fight
he had a couple losses when he came in.
No, he didn't.
No, Anderson Silva?
Nope. He
Yeah.
fucking set the world on fire when he came in.
Hold on,
No,
stop. That's not what
no.
I'm saying. I'm saying his record when he came into
right,
the UFC,
yes,
he had a couple losses.
Yes.
And it's okay to have, like the UFC, it's almost.
But they were also horseshit losses, like Juan Canaro. He I think got caught, or it was maybe a disqualification. His losses, it was like one
of them was
one.
for hitting a
Downward.
They were down. Yeah,
Hitting a down opponent or something. So, but you're right. He wasn't undefeated. It's just not going to happen for the most part. John Jones is the closest thing to high level undefeated. Khabib is undefeated legitimately.
Who's gonna fuck with him?
But we'll see. These guys, once you're there at the top of the food chain in the UFC, the top 4 or 5 guys in every fucking weight class are murderers. And it's almost like any given Sunday, there's so many ways you can lose in that sport that it's like, it's going to happen. Mickey was just sort of a victim of, he got that high profile fight. He's not going to have any.
Yeah.
And, people.
He got put on the map by beating almost a tomato can that had a big name.
Yes. So now he isn't getting any of those fucking fights with guys that are coming up in the UFC, kind of coming into his own. He's getting killers every single time. So,
Yeah.
It is what it is, and he's still learning. He's the first one to say, dude, he's just learning how to strike now. He's been spending the past couple of years.
What a great guy, too.
And he's the man. He's the fucking great dude.
Like off air and off out of the octagon.
He's so
and
funny and a good
you're
dude.
just having lunch with him. Fucking great guy. So I really
And
root for
I
him
heard
a
he's
lot.
talking to Bellator now. That's just through
A lot of people
MMA
are.
media. But yeah, to be honest with you,
You have to. Why wouldn't you?
Yeah.
They
Why-
released them?
What's
No,
up?
no.
Oh.
But it's just like if your contract's coming up, why wouldn't you see what your options are?
Yeah, that's what I heard. That's strictly a rumor, so I don't know if. But yeah, dude, he has so much time, and he's such a fucking
And
marketable,
he's young,
good-looking dude.
good-looking, young, nice, charismatic, funny.
Yeah.
Like he could just do commentating forever and be very successful.
So he's got time to do his.
He
fucking
could do
thing,
gay
dude.
porn, and I'd watch it and beat off.
Well, you look
I'm
at
just
Bisping,
saying that. I'm
dude,
just throwing that out there. Maybe I'm throwing
Bisping
that out
had
there.
so many fucking tough losses coming up
brother.
in his career that it's like, eventually nobody thought Bisping was going to win that fucking title. Nobody thought it was going to happen. People thought Bisping was going to
Everybody thought he was washed up.
Yeah, it was over. And then that's it.
I
So-
actually bet on Bisping in that fight.
Oh, did you? Oh, dude, you fucking made a killing. Hell yeah.
450 to 1.
Yep.
Speaking of bets, go to our good friends at BetDSI.
Why wouldn't
BetDSI,
ya?
for all your bet needs, go to BetDSI. Use the promo code PUNCH
25.
and you'll get $25 betting cash.
That's free money, you dummies.
And they will double your deposit up to $500.
$500.
It's time to bet. It's we got NBA playoffs. The second round is going to be fucking insane. UFC, boxing, golf is back because of fucking Tiger Woods banging people.
Dude, you can bet on reality shows. Bet on American Idol. They're
Bet
down
on
in the top
everything.
10. You can literally bet on
Conspiracies, you
American
name
Idol.
it, you bet it, and it's all at BetDSI. Again, the promo code is PUNCH25, and they will take care of you. They're our longest running sponsors. Thank you.
You guys fuck with them, didn't you?
Yeah, I
You
love
still do?
BetDSI.
Yeah,
Still do.
Of course
Love
you do.
them.
Of course
They're
you
great,
do.
dude. Easy to use interface. 24/7 customer service. You don't get that anywhere else. Come
Look
on.
at that, dude. This read has been the best read ever.
Pay out good.
Ever.
I know. Oh, but you
Nothing
should
to
let
worry
people.
about?
That's another thing you should let people know sometimes. Maybe you don't. I don't know. But if you opt in for the bonus, the difference between that. This is a big thing that I tell the fans, which is important to know.
Sure.
If you want to get paid out right away, don't opt in for the bonus.
Yeah.
Still use Punch 25.
Yeah.
But don't opt in for the
Okay,
bonus.
okay.
Because if you opt in for the bonus, there's a rollover requirement. You have to gamble a certain amount of times before you
So
can pull the bonus
Don't
out.
opt in for the bonus.
If you want to
You
get
won't
paid
pay
out
out
right
for like
away,
a month,
yeah.
if it's a one and done,
Thank you.
just get paid out right away. If you're planning on continuously gambling,
Don't
do the
opt
bonuses.
in for
Absolutely
the bonus.
do the the bonus if
But
you're
Don't
gambling.
opt in for
But
the
no,
bonus.
you should opt in for the bonus if you want the bonus. If you,
You
just
want the
don't,
bonus? Opt in. You don't want the bonus? Don't opt in.
I'm giving people good advice because I know people complain sometimes.
Yeah, all
Yeah.
the time.
and they're
to
like,
me, and I
oh,
get sad.
they're not fucking letting me get my money out. And you're like, no, you got to understand the difference. So
Yeah.
if you opt in for that bonus,
Well
you got to roll
played,
over.
Louis
So
J. Gomez.
let the fans know.
Yep.
Pull the curtain back a little
The
bit.
J is for Jew because he gets it.
Hell yeah.
Jew gets it.
Jew gets it. Jew gets it. Do you bet at all? Are you a betting
Sometimes,
man?
yeah. Sometimes I'll throw some cash down on the fights. I just get I bet with my heart too much. I see good odds and I'm like, I get excited. I don't bet the way you're
This guy
supposed
Austin
to
kills
bet.
it.
Brontosaurus.
This guy
boom,
kills
make
it.
a bet.
What's the biggest payout you've had of recent? Because I see you Instagram them.
Well, I don't know about ever, but this year alone, UFC 235 in March, that night I cashed out about 25 grand.
25
Jesus
grand.
Christ.
25
Jesus
Why don't you
grand?
dress nicer? What is going on with you?
Hey, I usually bet all my clothes.
Yeah.
Wait.
I hit a bunch of parlays. One of them was $100 to win a few grand.
The other one was negative 100 to lose a few grand.
It's I pick a bunch of fighters. If they all win, it cashes. And
Yeah.
How many parlays do you tend to do on a fight?
a card?
Yeah.
Well, it depends on the card.
I'll do 2 or 3 because you it looks sexy. But do you do like a lot?
I don't
Like
even know what a
for
parlay
this card.
Parlays where
It's
you
like you bet a bunch. So I put like $10 and I pick like 10 things to
so
happen.
let's say
and
let's
they
say you
all
pick
happen.
5 winners. Like even if you're picking all people who are
You bet
favorites.
that this person will go out in the first round. It's
No,
like
no,
Oh,
no,
you're
no,
just
no,
betting
no.
wins and losses.
multiple bets at the exact same time, and so you get better odds. So if
Yeah.
all 3 of my fighters win that night, it's a pretty crazy payout, but it's long
So
odds for
instead of
everybody
me
to win.
betting like $20 and just betting $20 on this one fight, I go, I'm gonna bet that same $20 that I'm gonna pick all 5 fights right.
Oh, okay.
So if I get one of them wrong, I lose.
The
But if
payouts are
all
crazy.
5 get right,
pay
you
out- you
win
get
like
paid on all of them.
$500 on a $20 bet.
That's a way more fun
Yeah.
way to do it because you're sitting
Yeah.
on the edge of
Way
your seat the
more.
whole night.
Yeah.
You're just like, oh my
And
god,
your first 4 win, and your last one, you're like, God, if this last thing happens, I get $500.
$25,000. I can buy new clothes.
You
exactly.
should.
How much did you? Sorry.
Go
Yeah,
on,
no,
go
good,
on.
good.
How much did you put in to win $25,000?
I bet about a total of like 2 grand worth of parlays.
Wow.
Yeah. And
And you hit them all
Yeah. What happens is I missed the one.
because it was multiple parlays.
I missed 2 with Mickey in them, but the rest that cashed. Yeah.
How many
If
did
he
you
won,
do about?
If Mickey won, I would have won about 45 grand.
Wow.
How many
You hear that goal?
parlays did you do?
You would have won more than Mickey would have won had he won that.
I think I had
He's got a Reebok sponsorship.
I know.
I think I had 10 parlays.
God damn.
God damn. Gomez, do you like what's going on with UFC and ESPN? Do you like that now you can only get the pay-per-views through ESPN Plus?
I like it if it ends up being a net positive for the fans if they do drop the price. I haven't looked at the numbers really. So are they dropping the price per pay-per-view
I don't
to
think
where
so. No.
if you are
No.
not even like $5? Why did I read that it was a little
Oh,
bit
it
less?
is something like that. Yeah, if you have ESPN Plus, then your pay-per-views are like 65 instead of 70.
Okay, but at the end
But
of
you're
the
also
day,
paying $10 a month or $5 a month anyway.
the problem
So
with
how
all
is that
this, Sean-
cheaper?
if it's
Yeah, go.
cheaper for the fan, it's good. If it's not cheaper for the fan, I think it's bad. I think you're adding more barrier of entry. Now, what I heard was ESPN is guaranteeing them 500,000 pay-per-view buys, right? Guaranteed 500,000 pay-per-view buys no matter what, right? So ESPN is banking that the marketing of the UFC and the marketing of ESPN coming together, they're going to be able to probably get 1 million pay-per-view buys every single time, hopefully, in the next couple of years. Is he leaving?
Yeah, he quit. Welcome to PunchDrunk. Every day somebody quits this show.
But so the deal I think is good for the UFC. It's probably going to end up being good for the fighters. I'm sure they'll figure out some sort of bonus structure. But I think they need to consider the fans, and they need to just start giving back a little bit more. It can't every time be we're raising the price. We're raising the price. It's harder. There's
Feels
more
like
barrier to
that.
entry.
It does feel like
how
that.
much is it? I remember when I started buying UFC pay-per-views regularly, they were $39.99.
Yep.
And they're $70 now, and that's
Yep.
a lot of fucking money, dude. And there's way more pay-per-views.
And it
now.
was once, there was
Every
12 a
2-3
year.
months, yeah.
There was one every month.
Not
now
even that
there's
much.
one every other week.
Yeah.
Now there's one every other
my
week.
biggest thing is that how does this help the fighters? Because the UFC is going to die if they don't get quality, high-end athletes. It's going to die. And the only way they get that is through more money. Like, you got to lure people from, hey, I don't want to play football. I'd rather go in here and fight. And the Reebok deal really hurt that.
Yeah, I agree.
They should not
That
be
really
greedy. It's
sucked.
like, dude, stop jumping over dollars to make dimes. And by doing that deal with Reebok, you're limiting the money that your fighters. The more, if it's not coming out of your pocket, you should allow them to make as much money as they possibly fucking can.
But I will say, in the defense of the UFC, it's like nobody else is doing it. Nobody else is creating millionaires out of fighters.
Yeah.
There's nobody else doing it, and it's a sustainable business model, right? So they have guys. It's a very fair business. It reminds me of comedy to a certain degree, because if you're really good, you'll probably do very well. You'll probably make a lot of money. And even if you're not even that good, just getting into the UFC, and if you're good enough to just get into the UFC, you could probably own a gym. You could parlay that into other things.
Yeah.
You almost.
Like owning a gym for them is like having a successful podcast. as
Yeah,
a comic.
exactly. It's just sort
You know
of
what I mean?
like-
you can make money doing other things in that realm.
It's sort of a fair business, and you have guys like Connor who are coming in and they're opening the window wider and wider. Guys are getting paid a hell of a lot more now than they were 5 years ago, and it's going to continue to go. But I won't say like, I got to give the UFC credit, because they are very, very smart, and they've navigated this entire crazy world that's legal in 50 states now. It went from being the most barbaric thing in the entire world, and they turned it into a fucking multi-billion-dollar corporation. Yeah. Very, very mainstream sponsors. So we can sit here on our fucking, talking shit like we know. I just sort of put some faith into
we could
what
sit here
the
and punch
UFC
every woman in the room if we want.
Yeah, that'd be a better sport, in my opinion.
I think female MMA is big because
Remember
it's
when it
able
wasn't?
to piggyback on to the male sports, and that's the female
Fighting
sports
is just
that do
cool.
well.
I'll tell you, doggy, it's very.
I mean, airports, Latinas versus black chicks over phones. That's fun.
But you watch.
It's fun to watch, and it also doesn't feel watered down when a woman's doing it. Like
I
some
totally
other
agree.
sports.
I totally agree.
Sometimes it does, but
but sometimes
they
the
match
males
each other
do as
pretty
well.
They match each other
but
pretty well.
equally, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like basketball at WNBA. It's like
I feel like the
different-
male division is, or all of the male side is more watered down than female
Well,
side.
they're hungrier. The chicks are so hungry right now, and their skill level's catching up. So it's like they're probably 5-10 years behind in terms of evolution of these fighters, and everyone's gonna look like fucking Cyborg in 10 years. Every chick is gonna be a fucking monster. It's gonna be bitches with just all muscles. It's gonna be crazy. Female MMA. Here's the thing: we all, when we were kids, or anybody listening to the show, anybody who's in the generation that uses the internet, we watch those fucking fight videos. Dude, we watch chick fights. We watch dude fights. We don't discriminate. A fight is a fucking
Babies.
fight. And if it's a good fight, we're going to fucking click on it. And I think that's why it works with female
Females.
MMA.
Yeah,
And guys will watch
the
it.
moment Ronda Rousey got kicked in the face by Holly Holm and her legs got wobbly, that female MMA changed.
Yes.
Because she was so dominant, and it was like no one could beat her.
Yeah.
But once they caught up to her fucking armbar, which no one could figure out, once she got clipped, all of a sudden you're like, whoa, there's a lot of people that are
Well,
coming
you need
up
a
right
war.
now.
You need the story. You need to be able to go back and forth. You need to be able to go, who's going to win?
Yeah.
And it was why Demetrius Johnson was never able to really sell tickets, and nobody really gave a fuck. He was so dominant.
He's so
and
underrated, Mighty Mouse.
But it wasn't even the dominance that like Anderson Silva dominance, where it's like 1, 2, 3 punch, it's over. Like you came to see that.
It wasn't exciting the same way. It's hard, I think, for the average UFC fan weighs 195 fucking pounds, and they're watching these very small guys. It's a unless there is a crazy story there, I think
Or
it's
a
hard
matchup, a good matchup. Like,
yeah, well, they need. But when I say story, I mean the matchups. They need. The highlight reels to sell these crazy epic fights, and they don't have guys at 125 pounds that are people really give a fuck about. It was really difficult to kind of get traction for. With Anderson coming in and beating people the way he did. Rich Franklin was his dominant champion. He broke his fucking nose off his face. It's easy to kind of get into that story. You know what I'm saying?
Because it was beautiful violence.
Isn't he fighting again like very
still
soon?
fighting.
No, Anderson's like on the next card, I think.
Yeah, he fought that style breaker or whatever.
Stylebender.
Stylebender.
I love Adesanya.
Yeah,
he
great.
might be my
He's a
favorite
killer.
fighter right now.
He's a killer. He's
And he's funny and he's humble and he's like entertaining.
I want to hate because every time somebody's supposed to be the next coming of Jesus, I like to pick against him. I like to go, yeah, Connor's going to lose it. I picked Marcus Brimage against Conor McGregor in Connor's debut. I'm like, come on, Marcus, you got it, baby boy. I do it all the time because I want to be right. There's something about there's something about just being like, oh, I'm the one who
you don't
want to
be told who's great. You want to be you want to find it yourself.
Because they're not going to remember me
Right,
picking
right,
against him. But
right.
they're going to
I
the one
got you.
time where I
Right.
fucking pick that guy to beat him. You get to go, I fucking told you so.
Right.
You get to have that moment. I think that's what happens every time.
Yeah.
But I have to just let myself go and say, no, Stylebender's, he's above and beyond everybody else. It seems to be. But
And he's humble too.
yeah, well, I mean,
He seems it.
yeah, he seems it.
He's respectful to his opponents. He's funny in the press conferences.
What's your take on John Jones? Are you like, he's so good, but he just can't get out of his own way? Is he so good because he was doing that shit? Would he be that good if he wasn't doing that shit? Are they bending the rules to make John Jones still be able to fight?
No, for sure. I think so. I think that, John's a huge star. You watched it happen with Conor as well. If you're that big of a star, it's just a different game. You're playing behind the scenes. And where there's smoke, there's fire. There's not a debate here. There's some shady shit going on. He obviously was using some fucking steroids.
multiple
Always.
times?
Yeah, and me and Bisping talked about this ad nauseum, but it's like the guys,
Name dropper.
the guys that need to do that. There's something psychological there. So I don't know, but I think that he probably wouldn't believe in himself enough to get that good without that
totally
sort of
hear what you're
psychological
saying.
edge.
Totally hear what you're
So
saying.
whether the juice was enough he might be good enough without it, but psychologically you sort of beat yourself sometimes
It's like
before you
Barry
get in
Bonds,
there.
right?
Yeah.
Now, what percentage has Bisping ever told you he thinks people are using steroids out of fighters? I've heard numbers
More
up
than
to
half.
90.
More than half.
90% they think.
Yeah, that's what the Diaz brothers said a while ago. They were like,
Ah,
everybody's on steroids.
did.
So why not just
If the Diaz
legalize
brothers
it?
is your source of news,
I said this a while ago. They should just make what I want to do. If I was a multi like if I had
I'd
$1 billion
love it. Yeah.
And you'd
I
start a
would
baby
juice
fighting
division,
league. That's
and
what I would
all
do.
drugs, you have to fail
super
a drug
heavyweight,
test.
super heavyweight, we don't test. We are offshore. We are fucking in Indian reservations. We're overseas. 265
fighting
and
on a
above.
submarine.
265 and above. These are monsters.
Yeah.
It's MMA with fucking absolute monsters.
Right.
It would be such a huge and
I love it.
because it's out of the UFC and it's above 265. Always the debate of like, oh shit, how would these guys do? Could John Jones go up to 275 and
Yeah.
compete against the fucking monsters of this thing? It would be such a fucking great thing. If somebody would just do it, I wouldn't care if everybody came in and signed the contract and said, hey, yeah, we get steroids. Who cares?
Yeah.
It's an even playing field. I don't really give a shit.
That was
Yeah.
You know what I'm
pride pretty
saying?
much.
Yeah, exactly. It was, it just has to be even. You can't have guys coming in and, playing the game fair.
But if I choose to come in not using it, that's my choice.
You
right?
deserve the death you're about to get.
Right? It's like I can, as a comic, I can choose to use writers. I choose not to because I can write myself.
But nobody really chooses to use writers. Is that even a thing that anybody really does? On a high level, I'm sure.
Chris Rock,
Very
uses
famous.
the fuck out of writers.
Does
Yeah,
he?
but
Oh, yeah,
not
dude.
for his stand-up though, just for his
Bullshit,
monologue things and
bullshit.
all that shit.
Bullshit.
Really?
I've heard as well that he uses writers. With
I know
stand-up.
for a fact that he does when he does.
I know.
When he was doing like the Oscars and shit, because they would all come in and.
But let me ask you a
sit there
question:
and
a writer,
punch it up.
but does he use a writer in this capacity, right? Because if I was as famous as Chris Rock and I was putting out that high level of shit, is it against the rules to hire Nate Bargatze, Michelle Wolf, whoever else is written for him? Sit down in a room and say, "Hey, these are my ideas. Let's fucking throw ideas back and forth." This is what comics did in the beginning. This is how everyone started.
Right.
No, I'm not
if the
against
three of
that,
us
but
wanted
that's
to write,
not what
the
happened.
difference is he's a fucking
I've seen it.
billionaire, so we can pay them a lot of money to help
Yeah,
him.
fine,
But
I don't hate him
for it.
I don't believe. I truly don't believe that Chris Rock says, "Cool, great joke," whoosh, and goes on stage and just does it. I just don't believe that. He's too much of a master.
I
Like
agree.
I think
I
that
agree.
what he does is he probably pays really high level skilled people to challenge him to think differently than he normally thinks. And I think that
I have no problems
I
with
have no
any of
problem
that.
with that at all.
That
I think
is
that's
paying for writers.
but that's not really. I don't think that's an issue. I think that's you're looking to create the absolute highest quality special possible.
I've seen Ari do that with his friends, where he's like has these jokes. He's like Dave
Let me
Taylor,
work
all
it.
these other
Yeah,
guys.
let me-
I did exactly that.
With my special,
never paid me, but-
Kim and Zach both are just great writers. Big J as well. I said, dude, listen to my special. If you see any other angles, things that maybe
Well,
I'm
we all
missing,
do that.
Of course, because you have friends. I didn't pay them because I'm not rich, but the difference would be if I paid them and then gave them credit. I mean, are people writing my? No, they're not. It's what any comic in the world does when
Right.
they're.
One just happens to be
Right.
a millionaire.
One just happens to can afford to pay his friend. It's a lot of money to do.
You know
I
who
mean,
can
he's
afford?
had
You know who
Richard
can afford?
Jenny, Louis C.K. I used
Rich
to watch
Voss.
them, follow them around.
Rich Voss as well. You know who can afford to pay their friends to write?
Hey, I won $50,000 on the last.
Seriously,
UFC.
dude, I'll be your writer right now.
We would
Let's
write
go.
the best hours.
Man, when I came back home from that, I came home on my dad's birthday. I gave him 10 grand for his birthday. It was
Oh,
crazy.
that's cool.
Well, you know,
Did he punch you in the face?
The
Take
month
that
before,
tooth?
the month before was my birthday. He gave me $500. The next month, I gave him 10 grand.
That's great.
Well,
Now he owes
in
you a
Armenia,
favor.
$500 is like.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's like
that was
10
the most
grand.
I've ever gotten for my birthday. 500.
That's
yeah.
great, dude. That's great, dude. That's great.
And then you bet it all. Did you use that 500 to make the 25 grand?
I put it towards it. Yeah.
That's great.
And if anyone wants to subscribe to my plays, Gabe Killian MMA on Twitter.
How about
During the
do you
Money
have a
Right Fight Club.
Patreon? Do you give out clue and tips on Patreon?
I have an email service. People subscribe to my plays.
I follow this guy on Patreon. He says through numbers he could tell you who's gonna win. Through like it's called gematria.
Like numerology.
Like yeah. He says it's like
What do you mean? See, how often are you winning? Are you if you were to go and track everything you've ever bet, are you like way up?
Yeah, every year I'd say 70% ish.
So you sell tips, or you sell what you're gonna bet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I sell my plays.
and then you use that money to bet. Technically, I guess. But
mean-
not really, but yeah.
Are a lot of people
really
buying your plays?
Yeah, a lot of people subscribe to them.
Really?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I'm about to.
Gabe the banker, bro.
Maybe we'll
Do you
get you
have
on.
a promo
We'll get
code?
you on Bisping's podcast, and we'll do a segment or something with you. You got to give us some good picks. There. You got to win me some money.
Respect. And I'll show and prove that I bet on them against
Hell yeah!
Rockhold.
I love that. Yeah.
Do you take photos of all of your things and just save them?
Not all of them, but often. And I used to write for a website. When I give my plays out for free, some of them are on the website still, like the Bisping play.
Cool.
I give that out publicly. I recommend people to bet on them.
What website was that?
MMAoddsbreaker.com.
And you're not writing for them anymore? Because I know you did that for a long time.
Technically I could still log in, write an article, but I haven't in over a year because I've been busy and stuff.
Count of money.
Yeah.
I also started a fried chicken restaurant in North Hollywood, a pop-up fried chicken
It
restaurant.
is good. I'm not gonna lie. It's fucking good.
Raging
all I
Hot
want
Chicken.
right now.
Give Killian
You ever had
stuff.
Nashville Hot Chicken?
No, but we're gonna go there after this.
Dude, it's fun. And they
still
did a
with the
stand-up.
fighter?
They did a stand-up show there,
still
and
with
like
the
you got
fighter?
paid in chicken, and it was worth it.
Yeah, man. We're open at nights, 8 p.m. till sellout in North Hollywood.
Till sell out.
Yeah, Raging Hot
And
Chicken.
you own this place.
Yeah. Right
Why
now,
don't you dress better? What is going on with this? I just feel like he's way more successful than he
We
is
both
letting
got
on.
the Brody shirts on. By the way,
that's
thank you, Chicago Cubs, for this Brody shirt.
It's a sick shirt.
Hello.
That is a sick
yeah.
shirt. That's very cool. Who else did it? Another baseball team did something.
The Yankees.
What's up with Brody?
And I think he'll be here later. Yeah, because Brody's his connection to the Yankees and the Cubs, his college teammate, and I even believe roommate for a while, was the pitching coach for the Yankees and then the Cubs. So that's how he was like affiliated with both of them. Because his good buddy was there. So yeah, Yankees did a thing on their scoreboard, and so did the Cubs.
What?
Aaron,
We all wanted it to be Tripoli.
Aaron, how was that for talking baseball?
Everyone prayed that it would be Tripoli.
Actually, he bet on a parlay that it was going to be Tripoli.
He cost me like 10 grand.
Gomez, who you gonna fight next?
I
You
don't know.
keep calling me out. I'm old, dude. I'm fucking old, man.
I want to. Here's the thing. There's talk of me fighting Jimmy Martinez, who's a big black.
You're
scary
doing it
Canadian.
again?
I want to because I want to get in shape again. I can't motivate to get in shape.
We're
unless
talking
I-
George Perez would be a fun.
You
fight.
just got into a
Boy.
fucking 3-rounder with this idiot.
Yeah. But I barely broke a sweat in that one. No, I mean I want to do it again. I think it would be fun.
I want to fight.
She wants to
Let's
fight
go.
too.
Oh, I bet you do.
let's go.
You and Gabe would be
I'll
a good
fight
fight.
Gabe. Yeah,
That would be a great fight.
Kim punches hard.
Oh, yeah, I bet.
She
Gabe,
punches
you
I
hard.
bet.
want some?
She has-
I've seen you really mad multiple times in my life, and I every
Why
time.
did anybody warn me? By the way,
I
everyone-
think I
you know,
tried
all
to.
my
Literally
fucking
everybody
friends-
I think I
warned you.
tried to.
None of my friends were like, dude, she's fucking dangerous. So just, you know,
I think
nobody.
I tried
Literally
to.
everybody warned
No, a
him.
couple people did, but
Oh, I'm pretty positive I did.
He's
and then
still here.
The
He's
day
fine.
before, she's like, I'm going to fucking suck him sideways.
Oh
or
my
whatever
God.
you said.
Yeah, that's how I talk.
hold on, I got to muck it up with Gomez.
I'm going to muck his brains out.
Fucking
I'm
rude.
done.
It's rude.
Yeah, I want to. Why don't? What's up?
Who
with
have you
and
called
Ari?
out?
I haven't called out
Anybody?
really anybody.
Fight Ari, please.
Ari wouldn't fight
Ari
me.
will not do it.
He won't do it.
Yeah.
Ari
Guaranteed.
won't fight me. I dumped him
Yeah.
at Skank Fest
I
like
know.
a twat after I was sick for a week.
Look, I would do it with Jimmy, but it's
Jimmy who? Schubert?
Jimmy Martinez. Jimmy Carr.
How big is he?
He's huge. He's like
He's
6'5",
really
big black guy, 250.
Why would you fight him, dude?
Because for the challenge.
Is he straight?
Who is just fucking gay?
Gay as fuck.
That'd be the
I will
best.
fucking smack you.
I bet Jamar Neighbors would take a fight.
Oh, that'd be
I
an
wouldn't-
interesting
I wouldn't want none of that.
You're actually around the same size.
No, we're not.
Nah.
He's twice Jamar Neighbor size.
You're way bigger,
He's
but
just
he's
jacked.
jacked.
Yeah.
Does he know how to do?
Yeah, he could
Boxing.
throw
MMA?
cuffs.
No, but he could probably do that
Boxes.
flag
Dude,
thing
he's-
on a pole. So
He's from like fucking Watts or South Central or something. He's no fuck around.
Yeah, but that ain't
He-
shit. That's like there's a. Let me tell you, this is what I learned. Okay, when you go and train with people who really know how to fight,
Right.
All that street shit doesn't mean shit. If you're down to fight, if we're in a street fight, that street shit means something because you're gonna be willing to throw.
Right.
If we're meeting in the center of a fucking cage or a ring,
yeah.
I'm fighting. There's not like any of the. We're both willing. So then it becomes like, well, how much does street fighting really mean in an MMA fight?
Right.
And it doesn't really mean
Doesn't mean
much.
shit.
Doesn't
No.
mean much at all. He'd have to, and he's athletic enough that I'm not an athlete at all. But what I learned,
by athletic, you mean black.
yeah, he's got an extra bone in his foot, so
Yeah.
I figure he could probably. He could.
Extra bone in his foot.
Rude. What he could, he's a very athletic guy. I've seen him do backflips and shit.
Yeah.
He could more than likely, if he got into and really committed to it, get into an MMA camp and train his body to do enough to beat somebody
But
that's
the
of
question
my.
is, has he? Yeah.
Has he? Would he? I'm obsessed, so I would train twice a day. Like
you're- but you-
when I fought Ryan O'Neal, I found out Ryan didn't train MMA. He didn't train jiu-jitsu. In my mind, I was fighting somebody who was training like a fucking MMA fighter and training like wrestling
Right.
nonstop. So I obsess over it. So in my mind, it's not even about the physical side. It's not even about a fight. It's more about goal setting. And is Jamar Neighbors or whoever, are they enough to stand in the way of me setting this goal, which is just to physically overtake them in this thing, right? If it was basketball or football or anything else, it's just a physical activity. That's all it is. Take out being afraid of being punched in the face. Take out the fear of fighting. It's just a physical activity. So is that much of a goal? Jamar Neighbors, is he the athlete where that's so insurmountable?
I got a name for you.
Tate Fletcher.
Brett Ernst. Brett Ernst. Would that be an interesting fight?
I think he beats Ernst, no problem.
Really?
I do.
I can't really fight, but I think I can set a goal and I could get into an MMA camp.
I think
and-
Brett used to love to fight.
Was there any time in your fight with Ryan O'Neal, especially like when, because you were pretty much had him down on his back, you were like in like full guard, where you were like, I think I'm gonna kiss this motherfucker right now.
kiss him in the mouth?
Yeah,
Oh my god, you should have kissed him.
that would've been
been
really funny.
Dude, I loved when you got mad at me on fucking the internet for no fucking reason.
I was bored on a
Said
flight.
Sam to
I
everybody.
promise.
Said Sam to everybody. He was in the middle of a
Who are you
fight.
talking to, me or Lewis?
Both of you guys.
Yeah. No, look. Everyone had to pick their teams and pick their sides.
Oh,
but
these motherfuckers.
But I
They're
think-
not on your team, let me
No,
tell
they
you.
popped all
anybody.
this
These
shit.
motherfuckers,
I
no,
was
no,
so
no.
pro
They
O'Neal.
were on a side.
You're not. You were
These-
Pro O'Neal,
Yeah,
absolutely.
These
Yeah.
fucking two ran as easy.
I
They
know.
were all fucking.
But we had to
crowd,
be.
in the crowd
We
during
were
the
in-
fight.
Oh.
My friends are rooting against me. I'm listening to them fucking
Yeah.
root
Yeah.
for me to get my ass beat.
It's okay, babe. I went on the stage and I wiped fucking Ryan O'Neal's blood on their face.
I'm fine, but
I like when she was running around. We did it. We did it.
I helped a lot.
Dead. How do you think I got that jab snapped?
yeah. He's got to fight somebody soon, or you're gonna really get what's
Yeah.
coming to you.
I would do it again. Tripoli, would you fight somebody? What?
Depends on who it is, man. I don't want to fight a guy who's way younger than me.
I'd fight a woman.
I'd
or a
fight
baby.
him. He won't fight me.
I'll fight I want a baby so bad.
Yeah.
Not to have a baby, but to fight one. But none of these babies are fucking talking shit online. Want a piece of me.
Yeah, I'd fight. Dude, the thrill of walking out is an adrenaline rush.
Yeah, it's
It
crazy.
is
It was
fun.
nuts. It was such a cool experience. Ellis is fucking. He does a really cool thing there. I really love.
I'm doing the next one, but it's pro wrestling we're doing.
Oh, that's right. You are
Really?
doing that.
Yeah, I love it, dude.
We're doing
May
pro
4th.
wrestling at Skankfest.
So are you
Really?
guys?
Yeah.
Are you guys
Wait,
gonna
the next
like,
Alice Mania is May 4th.
Yeah.
I didn't even hear about this.
I don't know. I
You're
think
gonna
he's doing
be-
a small private one.
But you're gonna like practice it for like
yeah,
a
we've
whole
already
week?
my wrestler name is Armageddon. Okay,
Oh God, I was gonna say give us 5 guesses before you tell us.
Armageddon.
Was that your first guess?
No, wait a minute.
What would have been your first guess?
I'd have to think
Faggot
about
Tom?
it for a second. Yeah. Cum dumpster would be one of them.
No.
The cum dumpster.
No, it's gonna be great, dude. I'm super excited.
Dances with trannies. That's another one I would guess.
Yeah, that seems logical.
The Brooklyn Cockslobber.
The Brooklyn
Yeah.
cockslobber. No, everything's gotta be like gay. Why can't it be positive? HIV positive, but positive. It's fun, dude. It's fun.
Yeah, I think any guy, there's something, you sort of learn about yourself getting into a fucking fight.
Sure.
And doing it that way in particular, where you're training, you're figuring out, like, you're really just testing yourself because it's not even about him. I had no idea. That's the other thing. You do a fight, you start to realize you have no fucking clue.
Yeah.
You're not fighters. There's no tape. There's none of that bullshit. You can't get you. It's about challenging yourself to get yourself as good as possible and make yourself absolutely as
Right.
prepared for any situation. It's about you. It's not, once guys are at a high level and you could watch tape on each other, you could set up a real game plan. But with me and Ryan, we could talk all the shit. Everyone talked all that shit. Me and him. He had no clue. I had no clue. And you don't really know that until you really get there and meet. And we found out that
It's interesting, like when you fight in those, the anticipation of getting hit is almost worse than the actual hit because your adrenaline's going.
She knows that.
And it's just like,
What's worse, babe?
What?
The anticipation of getting taught a lesson or just fucking getting what's coming to you.
I like a lesson.
She gets a little turned on.
but the anticipation, I'm like, oh, boom, you get hit. You're like, oh, that's not that bad. And you're like, oh, fuck, here it comes again. And you start like panicking on the anticipation of the hit than the actual hit.
I feel like once you've had that first hit, you're like, fuck, I'm already here.
Yeah,
What is this,
Let's do it.
crack?
It's already on, so it's on. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like jumping into a pool when it's cold. You're like, I'm already in the water, so
Exactly.
fuck
Ari's
it.
so funny because Ari's like, no, I want 5 rounds, 5 minutes each. I'm like, Ari, you have no clue what you're asking for.
no.
Because what Ari tries to do, and he fucked me on this, because we do these bag of bets, and Ari is smart. He knows how to manipulate it, so you'll fucking blow out and he'll win.
Yeah.
And we did that with bowling. I was supposed to go beat him for 3, and he
We did
goes
that with
5.
the 40-yard, fucking, what we ran, a 40-yard dash? That's what it was?
Yeah.
And I win the first one. We had timed it. I won by like, maybe half a second or something. All times were close, but I won. Okay, now we're going to do it again. And then now we're all going to do it at the same time. Until he finally won one.
That's how Lewis does.
And
stuff.
I'm like, we had to run the 40-yard dash 4 times, and then Ari wins on the 4th one. I told you I was better than you idiots. You're all stupid.
Hey, Luis Gomez, have you ever made bets before?
What do you mean?
Like
On
a
bag of
bet?
bets?
Yeah.
We did the bag of bets with Ari. Remember he
How
had to wear.
soon do you pay those off?
I would pay it off pretty quickly.
Jason owes like 2 years of bets.
What does he owe?
He owes 3 of them.
What are they right now? Tell me them all.
Tell us about them.
Dress like a tranny.
He won't do that.
Why? It's so
Because
easy.
he's just a
No, it's
weirdo.
easy. It's easy. I'm not worried about it at all.
Why, if it was easy, you would have paid it off by now.
Well,
'Cause
2
he's
times we
scared
would have
he'll
paid
like
off
it.
Johnny.
Also,
I
it's
know
20
I'm going to love it.
It's 2019. You can
And
just
I'm
say you're
gonna
dressed
I'll
like a
make
tranny.
money.
Who knows what a tranny dress
it's
is like?
I'll make
trans,
money.
guys. Trans.
I'll make money. And it will be a new lifestyle change. I'm fine with that.
I think it should be you, dude.
I got to wear a shock collar
Yeah, you
for an
won't
entire
do that.
episode.
You won't do that.
All we got to do is get it.
I got
Okay.
That's it.
Okay,
I have
bring
no-
it. Bring it.
You have
Bring
one?
it. Can you bring it next week?
He's
You
Armenian.
bet.
He has
I'm
it
in
with him
Canada.
now.
Okay.
I'm wearing it right now.
I'll bring it. in
Bring it to the
3
store.
weeks when I'm back.
Are you
If
in
you really
town
have one.
Sunday?
What's that?
Are you in town Sunday?
No, I'm leaving on the 29th. I don't know what day.
That's a Monday.
Where are you going?
Sunday, give me the collar. I'll come grab it.
Where are you going?
Canada.
Oh, that's right.
He's doing his gigs. And then you owe, so it's a real simple one.
That one they don't want me to do.
Who? They.
You want me to say his name
Yeah,
right here?
yeah.
Mike Bernalino.
Okay,
Go
go
upstairs
bring him
and
in.
ask
Go bring him in.
Go ask him.
Go bring him in.
Why doesn't he want you to do it?
Because
bring him in.
on their YouTube.
Go bring it in. You're not going to be showing anything. You're not going to be doing anything.
Wait,
You're
what
just
about their YouTube?
I have to jerk off on YouTube live during this show, so I don't show up here.
He just has to be on Skype beating off
On
during the whole
Skype.
entire show.
That's fine.
Right.
He won't do it. And he acts like there's this thing going on.
No, I'm not. I mean, I'll
get
Why
it.
don't you just pay them all off at the same time? and
Yeah.
get it over with?
Jerk off while you're
That's
dressed
what
as a tranny
I've
with a shock
actually
collar.
proposed that.
That's a great idea.
Yeah.
Never gonna do it.
Just have
Ever.
one really awful episode for you and then get it over with.
I'm not worried about any of it.
And then why haven't you paid him?
Just, I mean, for
What?
multitude of reasons. Multitude
Why?
of reasons. Do you really want to get into who's paid off what bets?
I paid
shit.
off every bet.
Have you?
No,
yeah.
no.
Have you?
I don't own one bet.
Okay, all right.
We've all agreed on that
I love
already.
Cock T-shirt on stage.
I paid it off. I did it.
You referenced it.
I did
though.
it. I did it.
This is what will happen.
Okay, that's the same thing of him not letting me put the fucking shock collar on his balls. He fucking manipulated it. But I still paid
I
it
didn't
off.
manipulate it.
Yeah, you did.
No, how did I manipulate that?
Because it was either neck or balls. And I chose balls. You cried. I go neck.
No, okay. That's so stupid.
Yeah.
That is absolutely
You
retarded.
owe 3, I owe
That's absolutely
0.
retarded.
Ari owes 2, you owe 3, I owe 0.
So did you tell Johnny, or did you not tell Johnny?
Call Johnny.
Did you not tell him that when you did the fart funnel, you exhaled
No,
and you faked it?
you're making shit up.
I swear to God,
making
Johnny said
shit
that. You
up.
said, on my
You're
life.
making shit up.
On my life.
You're making shit up.
You can talk
You're
louder,
trying-
doesn't make you right.
You're making
Talking
shit
louder
up.
doesn't make you right.
You're going back and fucking making shit up.
I
paid
didn't
them
make
all
that up.
off.
Johnny
I
said
paid
that.
them all off.
Then Johnny lied.
Johnny, call in. I don't give a fuck.
Then he
You're
lied.
making it all up.
I'm not-
You're making it up.
Did
Johnny
you suck
said
the
that.
fart or did you not suck
I
the
sucked
fart?
the fart. You made it up.
That's a great audio bit.
Okay.
clip right there. No, not
You're
okay.
paying it off.
Not okay.
You're fucking making
Not okay.
shit up.
I will do
you know,
mine.
No, you keep saying that and you keep pushing it off. You owe it. We can't do more bag of bets because you're not paying them off.
I'll do it. I'm fine with it. I'm fine with it.
I've heard that before. Luis Gomez is quitting the show. We now had a 4th guy quit the show.
I'm done.
You're making shit up.
He's locked out.
So you
Now you
enjoying
can talk
New York?
shit about him. Now you can talk shit about him.
Seems like everything's going well for you.
Yeah, dude, it's been fun. You know,
How did
What?
your taping go?
really good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Would you do half or
I
a
did
hour?
15.
Look at that.
Yeah, my little 15.
And when does that air? Or they don't know yet?
I think in like 5 months,
Uh-huh.
something like that. You know how that goes.
Yep.
But yeah, it was fun. San Antonio was San Antonio, and
Oh, that's weird because they're Mexicans. And you're a different kind of spick, right?
yes, yeah.
So how'd that go?
Yeah,
You're a spicier
I ended
version.
my set with Puerto Ricans are better, so.
And how'd they go? Boo!
No. It was fun. The crowd was really, really good. They came.
How
from-
stoked are they for that wall getting built?
Yeah, they love it.
Yeah.
They're building it.
Right.
What jokes you do?
I know.
Do they all have to be Latin? Is it me or do Latinos like? Could they be like
Isn't it
regular?
crazy?
Yeah, how brown was your set?
My shit was like everybody else seemed pretty Latino, and I was like, "Hey y'all!" Like I came out very white.
Oh, yeah?
It was- yeah.
You were the whitest
I was like,
of the
yeah.
browns?
Yeah, I was like,
Well, you
"Don't
know-
you hate it when you fucking sweet tea?"
Do
Yeah.
you speak Spanish at all?
A little bit, yeah.
Because everybody's now trying to do hours in Spanish. I know that Tom Segura's working on that right now, doing an hour in Spanish.
No, he's not.
Yeah, he speaks fluent.
Really?
Tom Segura?
He speaks fluent. Yeah, Tom
did I not know
Segura
this?
is Latin. He's totally Latin, and he speaks fluent Spanish.
I don't speak fluent, but I can trick you.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So him.
Well, I'm glad he's doing that because I was worried about him making money in the next year.
I think like XG. I think George Perez. I think Tom Segura here. You want to unlock it, and then Jesus Trejo are all doing an hour in Spanish.
Oh hell yeah!
They're all
I would
doing, like,
never be able to
Spanish.
do an hour in Spanish.
They're probably all doing 15.
My friend Santi Espinosa in New York is producing like all Spanish shows now.
Dude, look at the way you. I mean, like you guys don't live in California, but like you drive like north, you'll see just giant billboards for mariachi bands you've never heard of.
Yeah.
Playing giant fucking arenas.
Yeah, 5,000
It's
seaters.
a huge market if
Yeah.
you could tap into it.
Hell yeah! I need to learn some more.
My buddy,
Spanish.
Senor Guacamole, is doing a whole hour in
Dude,
Spanish.
he's the number one prop
yeah,
Spanish
yeah.
comic.
He's kinda like the Carrot Top.
Guacamole.
Yeah, he's like the carrot top of fucking, you
Is
know,
that the real person?
wetbacks. No.
Okay.
I just wanted
Wow,
to say
Cam.
wetback.
But that's how bad comedy is. It made you think.
I honestly, Senior Guacamole. I feel like he gets up on Monday nights at the store.
It probably
Like, yeah.
does. It probably is one.
Remember, we had a what was the name of your character?
Oh, Sticky Fingers Gonzalez.
So it was based on Carlos Mencia, right?
Yeah.
And he would go up full on like sombrero, fucking everything.
And I would go on after like 2 or 3 comics, and I would just steal all. My whole act was well, everything the last 3 comics did.
They just
But
he would
just in a
rewrite
terrible
them.
way.
He would
funny.
rewrite them.
Yeah.
That's
Hey,
hilarious.
dog. It's like, whatever they're.
We're bringing the naughty show back. We're doing it.
That's what I heard. We should throw sticky fingers in it. That
Yeah,
was
I
a
think
funny
that'd be
character.
great.
Hell
We're
yeah.
gonna do it downtown. This promoter wants to promote it. I'll do any show as long as I don't have to fucking promote. I'll give you a top
You
show.
would always
show.
introduce me, and you'd be like, "Dude, don't." Every time you're on this show, you steal people's act. Dog, I wrote all this stuff in my brain today. This is stuff I just wrote it today. And it would just be everything Ren as Easy just did, you know?
So what's going on with Legion of Skanks? Everybody looks like they're killing it.
Yeah, how's the show going? How's the new studio? I hear it's beautiful.
It's great. Yeah. Studio's nice.
Is there any truth there's glory holes in the bathroom?
Yeah, 100%. That's
Really?
we make all of our female producers below strangers before they can even get on stage.
Are you guys hiring for your female producers? Because I got a tranny outfit I'm wearing soon.
Yeah,
I'd like to
nice.
fucking get
Trans,
my mouth
dude.
full.
Yeah, dude.
Trying
But
to
yeah, you guys are fucking crazy. Look at this place. You guys are fucking.
Yeah,
it's
it's
huge.
getting. There's a brand new camper out there if anybody needs a place to stay.
Yeah, it's a little weird.
How long has the ATC been around, Aaron?
5 years, right?
5 years, dude. 5 years they've given us a free fucking
Aaron.
spot.
How's it going with the wife? We always ask you every week. That's not what she's telling us. She's telling us it's not going good. You heard the same thing, right,
I
Sam?
heard, on the chat board.
He's married. Why even get married? She wants to get married so badly, and I'm just
Of course, that's what they do.
It's
It's
crazy.
that's why they call them dream killers.
Let's get him
okay?
married right now, live on the show.
Oh my God, that'll be
Sam
huge.
can marry people.
I am. I'm a Church of
Let's
Satan.
do it.
So what
You
about
would totally
Ari?
do it,
Is Ari
wouldn't you?
getting closer? The guy who said he would never do
Didn't he just
anything.
move in with his shit?
Yeah.
I'll never live with another woman again.
Yeah.
They're terrible and they're messy. And now look at him.
Yeah.
He's in love.
So
That's
you-
it.
He is, huh?
Yeah, he has to be.
Is there
She's
anyone? Is there anyone who has a better career than Ari? Like in terms of just he does what he wants to do. He does a podcast when
He
he
has
wants to
beat
do
the
it.
system. Ari's beating
He
the system.
travels the world.
Yeah.
Is she gonna be cool when he goes on his weird like ladyboy tours in the fucking Far East?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, he cheats on her regularly, so
Whoa!
That's
Right
breaking
now.
news.
Breaking news.
Ari
Retweet
clearly, Ari clearly cheats on his
100%.
I will not be a part of that.
100% from.
One-
I've
I'm
actually
not-
seen him cheating on her.
Yeah, one
Really?
What are you
Yeah.
watching? Flicking
Yeah.
the bean?
Yeah.
Yelling out moves?
Yep. Just mucking away.
She's just mucking herself in the corner watching Ari cheat and lie.
So is Ari still grinding you all the time?
No.
He always gives you shit when I see him.
No, Ari's afraid of me in real life. He just talks shit on social media.
Yeah.
Yeah, in real life, I'll fucking.
And you threw urine in
I'll
his
hit
face,
him in
right?
his big balls.
He threw urine at me on this show.
Me?
Remember when he peed in that cup and then he drank it?
Oh, he's so
Ew.
gross.
He actually drank it.
I know.
He took a
But
sip
last
out of
Who
it.
fell
Ari
in
got
love with
peed on,
him?
right?
Huh?
I mean, you chucked
Who fell
peed
in
on.
love with him?
Me, about 20 years ago.
we on Skankfest last year. I peed in a cup and I doused him in it. It's fucking.
I recall.
Yeah.
I thought that was great.
It was
I know,
great.
but the
Anytime
problem is
Ari
now
gets
he's gonna up it, and
He's gonna shit in a cup,
I don't
for
need him
sure.
to fucking.
Poop in the cup.
It's
Yeah.
just, I just feel like the lucky thing was if his poop is gonna move so much slower, like I'll be able to.
You're
at
going to get
least-
the cum cannon.
What are you gonna go fucking
gonna
kneel in the
diarrhea in a
Matrix
cup,
and
the
just
worst.
dodge it?
Well, I told him, you understand, this is what I was going to do, because we were getting into it last year, and he just kept on challenging me over and over again. So I was going to film a documentary of this. This is really true.
Yeah.
All my employees vouched for this because I was going to make them do it. The documentary was going to be me throughout Skankfest weekend jerking off into things, and then getting my employees to get Ari to eat them and drink them, just randomly throughout the whole weekend.
Without his knowledge.
Without him knowing it. But then documenting it the whole weekend, and then premiering it on the last day of the festival, the documentary.
Oh, my
I know.
You
God.
should still do that. You should stop talking about it.
It would have
and still
been.
do it.
I know, but I opted not to, and I tried to tell Ari. I was like, dude.
Lewis, you're getting old. You're
I'm
changing
not going to eat your cum.
That's
I'm
too
not an
much,
idiot.
man.
Well, then I was like, dude, look, I didn't do that. So can't we just call it even now? And then he's like, if you don't think you're gonna get my piss on you this year, you're crazy. It's gonna happen. So,
At Shaffir Fest.
yeah. So it's gonna happen somehow. I'm trying to figure it out. I'm trying to.
Is the war ever gonna come to an
At the All Things Comedy Festival, that's where Stanhope pissed on Arias. He's got a real
Why are you
fucking
guys all pissing
grab.
on
I
each
know
other?
it's weird.
I
Right?
hate
Have
that.
you ever been peed on?
No.
I have. It's great.
The day's young though. It's early in the day. You
Peeing
got
on-
time.
Being peed on is wonderful.
Yeah.
You've been peed on. You just don't know
You
it.
just don't want it enough. You just don't
I
fucking
mean,
want
like,
to
you
know.
guys are all just pissing on each other. At
Have you ever taken a
festivals.
shower with a guy?
Literally, everyone's just pissing on each other. That's the fucking bit.
Yeah,
and
you
women
girls
are
just
not
aren't
funny.
original enough.
Yeah,
to
I'm
do
sorry
it.
that
It's not a
women
bit.
aren't hilarious. And
Yeah.
You guys don't have the ability to piss on each other. You just piss
Kim,
on your own
let's play a
legs.
game called-
It's just them pissing on their own
This is a real
thighs.
question. What percentage of famous female comics have writers for them? Would you say?
Writers
we all
for
know.
what?
Writers for their stand-up.
For like road stand up, like just their
Just their
general
comedy,
stand up.
Their stand-up.
I mean,
comedy.
I've been
don't
doing
know.
stand-up for a long time. I don't really see it happen as often as, this is not a big issue in the world of comedy. Tripoli's leaving.
I quit.
He's quitting now.
It happens. Sometimes that happens.
Yeah.
Tripoli, I'll hire you to write for me if you want.
Okay, I'm back.
Yeah. I mean, the whole idea of like, I don't really know people that are getting hired to write for people like that, where they're just ghostwriting the material.
I don't know. Yeah, that's a good point.
I literally
because
haven't seen it.
That's
so-
a good point. I see what you're saying there.
Yeah,
because
I haven't really. I don't know about
You
it.
hear the rumors that like these people have right.
I just know some
Nobody
great
knows
writers,
these
and
writers.
people talk shit, so I feel like I
Yeah.
would have heard about these people who are ghostwriting other people's acts.
I've written for men
Good
and
point.
women.
Who do you write for more?
But you've never written stand-up for somebody. You've written like
No,
roast battle
no
jokes.
stand-up.
Roast battle jokes. It's a little different. I've written
Yeah.
roast battle jokes for people too.
Yeah, that's
Roast
different.
battle still going, or has it hit its peak?
It's going. It's still going.
How's that in New York? How's the New York version of roast battle
I
going?
don't do it anymore.
You-
There's
You
there's
did
Comedy
it
Fight
for
Club.
a long time.
Yeah, I did it for a while. Roast Masters still have Comedy Fight Club. It's cool. They're a great show. They have the best battlers in New York.
Right.
But I was too busy, dude. I can't fucking work on somebody else's brand. It's not my show.
I see what you're saying.
So for me to expend any effort or energy doing something like that,
It's hard
too
enough
much,
to
you know?
promote your own shit, let alone now I got.
You know what? You guys should roast battle each other on the show. Why don't you versus Tripoli roast battle?
Go
I
ahead
would love
right
to see
now.
it. Come on.
Ready? Go.
Battle.
We just did.
We
Battle.
just did. We just did.
Battle.
We just
Battle.
did. We don't want to promote other people's brands.
Yeah, we're against that. We're against it.
How's the gang over at the show? Dave and
What's
fucking Jay.
Big J up to?
He's fat.
I heard he's doing a whole
You
hour
heard
in
Lewis. He
Spanish.
doesn't promote
Died?
anyone else's brand.
I heard he's doing a whole hour in Spanish. Just like everybody else.
Grande.
What's your
Dios
favorite city to do
Cristo.
stand up in?
Good question. What's yours?
I mean, I love Tampa.
Tampa's a fucking great. Well, it
Tampa's
depends on
great.
what.
Tacoma's great.
Depending on what you're asking, what's the best crowd, or what's just the best city to go and hang after the shows?
Best shows.
Yeah, Tampa's pretty great. Boston's incredible.
Chicago's great.
Boston's stupid. Chicago's great. Yeah, anywhere there's like blue collar fucking people.
Yeah, I agree with
Don't give
that.
a shit. LA sucks now. New York
San
sucks
Francisco's
now.
fun too. San
LA
Francisco's
sucks.
good.
People are fucking pussies in all these cities now. Everyone feels.
Everybody's jaded.
It's not that they're jaded. They're,
Dude, you get to see a fucking $1,000 ticket comedy festival every night.
yeah, but I think
You know what I mean? That's a $500. If that's a comedy festival, it's a $500 ticket for virtually free.
But how many
and
people?
you still bitch about
How
it?
many people are going because they give a fuck about stand-up, and how many people are going because that's entertainment? Those are monkeys on stage to entertain them
Or they just
between
wanna see
dinner,
famous people.
between dinner and drinks. Right?
I think it's a lot more of that. Like there's somebody on that lineup, whether it's Rogan or Joey Diaz or whoever's on there that you are a diehard fan of their podcast and their whatever.
Yeah. I think that's
and
the
then
difference.
everything else is secondary.
That's the difference between New York, though. Like in New York, nobody goes to comedy shows because there's somebody famous in the lineup. Nobody gives a fuck.
I think that's 80% of why they go
Really?
in LA.
Yeah.
Dude, this town is really in fuck. Dude, it's like Chris D'Elia, Joe Rogan, Joey Diaz. And that's the only one selling a lot of tickets now.
Yeah.
And if you don't have them on the show, it's going to be hard to fill a room, man.
Yep.
Legion of Skanks filled it up last time without any of those guys. So
Okay.
suck my fucking
All right.
dick.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I do it once every couple months. It's
Yeah.
like every other week, 2 shows for me. It's like, and then like a lot of people do great. I put down killer shows, but man, it's hard to sell $1. I guess Segura and Christina do too. But
Yeah, but
Bert Kreischer does, I guess.
you need like
Bert does for sure.
Kreischer for sure, but like all of those, like and a Theo Vaughn maybe, like
Yeah.
all of those equal one Joe Rogan.
And guess what they all have in common?
And
they're
they're-
all podcast people.
and they're all
like podcasts.
National
fill rooms.
headliners. They're global
Yeah.
headliners.
TV doesn't fill rooms.
Of course.
Podcasts fill rooms.
Yep, you're totally right.
Yeah.
You're totally right. You're totally right. And it's like that's what I'm saying is like there's somebody that's a diehard fan of Mark Maron's podcast or Rogan's podcast or whatever, and they'll go and buy that ticket. Everybody else that's
I'll
on
say,
it
I
is-
did
is-
Rogan's podcast a few weeks ago, and
Yeah,
I had
it hurt-
people come out to a show in Philly that just saw me on that show looked me up and they're like, yeah, I just go and see comics and do Rogan's podcast.
It's amazing.
It's pretty crazy.
It's amazing.
That's another
That's
level.
insane.
Yeah.
I think somebody was telling me the other day that they were trying to get him to do Fallon. And he's like, I have no desire to do that.
Yeah.
Or Joe.
That's funny.
And he's no desire to really do that.
He's like, can Fallon do your
And
podcast?
And
He's
they're
like,
like,
no.
but basically that's but because the thing is, he gets 5 times the numbers that the Tonight Show gets.
Does it? No.
Dude, not five times the numbers, but he does better
Tonight
numbers.
Show,
Twice.
probably close to. Look,
Absolutely,
whatever.
absolutely
they
more.
rumor his numbers of being
Absolutely
like
more.
10, 15 million downloads an episode or whatever.
Tonight Show gets
They
maybe
get 10
like
million.
3. No.
They don't get that many viewers.
Oh no.
They get maybe 2 to 3 mil.
Wow.
Yep.
Rogan gets that, if not a little more.
That's
depending.
what I'm saying, more.
I've heard he
Alex
gets substantially
Jones.
more.
Alex
That's
Jones
all-
does
that-
3
that's my
times
point.
more.
I heard Rogan gets substantially more than that.
Yeah.
He gets
crazy.
he gets a
He
million
is
just
the
on
Tonight
YouTube.
Show.
Don't you look? We know the way podcasts work,
Yeah.
right? We know the ratios, right?
Yeah.
So if he's getting a million on YouTube, I'm telling you, he's getting like fucking way more than 2-3 mix.
Yeah.
6 to 10.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's my
Easy.
goddamn point.
Easy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Easy.
Yeah, you're right.
But
It's
look
over
up the
triple.
number of Look up
If
the
you
number.
do the Tonight Show,
Just
you do
do-
stand up on the Tonight Show.
Nobody gives a shit.
No, and you do Rogan's podcast as a comic. It's better to do Rogan's podcast for 2.5 hours
That's crazy.
than it is to do 5 minutes on Fallon and burn material.
How many people watch Fallon? I'm gonna look at this right now.
Look it up.
I'm looking right.
Johnny, let's look that up. We'll be right back after this break.
Are we on a
see.
break?
Wow.
Somebody punch my face.
2.6 million.
Told
That's
you.
it.
Told you.
That's it.
Told you.
Suck a dick, Tonight Show. It's over.
Rogan gets twice that.
Doggy, Legion
Easily.
of Skanks doesn't get that many, but it's
On
not
your
that
way.
crazy that we could get there. That's not crazy at all.
No.
That's not crazy at all.
No.
That's it. 2.6 million viewers.
That's the gold standard of
That's
our entire
crazy.
lives, The Tonight Show.
That's bananas. That's fucking bananas.
Right?
That's crazy. That's way
I mean,
lower.
this network gets better numbers than that.
I thought they would get like 8-10 million viewers. I thought it was like a prime time, like
It used to.
Back in the
not
day.
anymore.
To be fair, it's,
Why do you think Conan does a fucking podcast now?
yeah.
Does he? I didn't even know
he
that.
does.
Yeah. His show went to a half an hour. It's
The Barbarian.
a travel show.
Wow.
Conan the Barbarian. Me smash. Be right back.
Go to meundies.com.
TV ratings are
promo
bullshit
code
too, man.
SWORD.
Me take blue chew. Me get rock hard.
The Conan the Barbarian podcast. It's awesome.
You want to know the best podcast I would listen to all the time? So we did the Nashville Comedy Festival, myself, Eddie Bravo. We followed Janine Garofalo, okay? Janine Garofalo, we're in the, because Sherry Shepard just runs the light. Like nobody else is on the show.
Black female comic runs the light.
I think
what are you
is that who
talking
you fought,
about?
by the way? So the show's going late, and we're sitting in. Janine comes out, and by the way, wonderful comic. I used to hear stories
she's
about her
great.
bombing at festivals, and I
And
realized
she's
why.
so nice too.
Because she's a stream of consciousness.
She's really nice.
Consciousness comic.
Yeah.
So she gets off. We started talking, and then her and Eddie Bravo started interacting, and it was the most gold shit you'll ever see. Because Eddie's over here.
They don't
She's
understand
over
their
here.
She's using a rubber guard.
Yeah.
And,
it was
It's like a
fucking
puppy
great.
sees a cat for the first time, and a cat sees a puppy for the first time.
Yeah.
You're like, what are you?
Yeah, it was fucking
You're not
great.
me.
I could listen to them talk all the time.
Oh, I bet that was a real meeting of the minds. Those two could go. Just like they just.
Do you know she
had to-
doesn't have any internet?
I heard
it's
she doesn't-
impossible to get a hold of her. She'll give you her number. That's how.
Really?
That's how off the internet she is.
Yeah.
Because she came out, like, she always goes out on a limb. Like, she, during the early 2000s, she was anti-war, cost her her TV show. And then she came out for Louis J. Gomez. No, Louis C.K. She went and stuck up for him, and she got pounded on for that.
Dude, this is just a cheap way for me to say the N word, but I was watching.
Sherry Shepard.
the Louis C.K.'s old show, which got jacked, but there were so many funny bits in there. But he was
Lucky
at,
Louie?
Yeah. Lucky Louis C.K. And he was at this art gallery in New York, like real pretentious, and hated it and was so uncomfortable. And it was just this one big room that was all white, and in the middle of the room was just this buzzer, right? And he's like, the packed place, and he walks in there and just hits the buzzer, and it just goes, nigger, really loud, and everybody in the thing turned and looked at him like it was him that yelled it.
Yeah.
It was the funniest fucking bit, dude. It was so funny. That'd be. I don't know what made me think about that, other than
You
my
wanting to say the word.
Yeah,
Blake really wants.
We know.
Sherry Shepherd.
You're like, you know, that reminds me of this story.
And we'll be right back after this break.
Guys, that's been our show. Thank you guys
that was
for
fast.
tuning in. Final, where can they find all your stuff?
Congrats! Look for you on HBO Latino.
If you want to find Cam, she'll be mucking it up at the back of a bar somewhere.
If anybody wants a
Stop
muck,
mucking
If you're
it
the
up.
cock, she'll suck it. She'll understand
I'll
it.
be looking for all the cocks.
spoken like a true boyfriend.
All the cops.
What airport will you guys be fighting at soon?
All of them.
LAX tomorrow.
Same thing I said before. Just follow me on Twitter at Kimberly Congdon, Instagram at Kim Congdon. I'll put all my dates up there.
Go.
Check out the other pods, Legion of Skanks, Real Ass Podcast, and Believe You Me with Michael Bisping. All available, gasdigitalnetwork.com. All the live streams are free. You just go there and you don't got to log in or anything. Anytime the show is streaming, you can go and just watch it.
And Skankfest. Everybody's excited about it. Come
Skankfest going to
out.
be great. Come
So
hang.
we're PunchDrunk's there.
PunchDrunk's there. It's an entire fucking party for a whole weekend.
It's
One
absolute
venue
blast.
From noon till 2 a.m. for 3 full days. We just party. If you want to
Yep.
party and you want to, the shows are obviously great. We have 150 comedians, 20 live podcasts and specialty shows. Undoubtedly the best lineup in the world. I don't need to sell this shit. It's sold out already. But go get free tickets by following Infinite CBD. And if you come, you're going to see. Don't miss next year. Get the tickets early because we sell out very early every year.
I haven't heard back yet. Am I in?
We're doing the submissions now.
Respect.
Gabe Killian, what you got?
Gabe Killian MMA on Twitter. Subscribe to my plays, the Money Right Fight Club. Make some paper, player.
Make some paper, get paid. Guys, go to BetTSI, use the code PUNCH25. And always SeatGeek, use the code PunchDrunk. And consider it sucked.
Thanks, guys.
Respect.
Sweet.
Thanks for doing it.